Goddamn, Joe Chris.
Jimmy's World, Jimmy's World.
Goddamn, Joe Chris.
Marky, Malice in the sound, man. Jimmy's World, Jimmy's World.
Goddamn, Joe Chris.
Marky, Malice in the sound.
Welcome to Jimmy's World, come on in, you could go invite some friends. Pour up on some juicy jam, whiskey or tequila, man. Here the party never stops, baby make your booty pop. We be going to the morning, Jimmy's World will never stop. Catch us wildin' out, sitting sours in the parking lot. We be going straight to the top, tuning you can watch. Interview with many friends, put you on the new events. Come and be a citizen of Jimmy's World, welcome
Let
in.
me welcome you in, I got a story to tell. By 3 bad homies that I know so well. Yo, we all came from the bottom, can't nobody stop 'em. Man, we speaking to the world, homie, finally we got 'em. We keeping it universal, riding up to the top. And we speaking on the truth, whether you like it or not. Yo, we the realest it gets, ain't no one holding us back. Jimmy's World, Joe Chris, Marky in the South Mix.
Yo, what up, my people? How you doing? This is Jimmy's World.
Jimmy's World, what up? Ow.
And I got the sound mix, the Marky Malice in the building.
As you can see.
And hey, who do we got today, Sal?
Man, we got some heavyweight in this month.
Round for round boxing.
Pound for pound.
We got Ronnie and we got Julio Sanchez.
Julio.
They call him the upset artist.
Oh, sir.
That's the rule.
Hey, Marky, you were at the fight, so you sound like, what did you see that night?
I seen a hungry fighter out there, bro. Like pound for pound, he gave a great show. I was very impressed, bro. I was very impressed, honestly.
Let me tell you, we were very impressed because, you know,
We weren't fans of yours.
Yeah,
now we are.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And we
were,
bandwagon.
you know.
Bandwagon Jimmy's World.
No, you gotta equalize the situation.
Well, no, here's the thing.
But no, he did. You did a great job. First of all, I'm gonna come out and say you did a
You're
great
working,
job,
man. You stay busy.
You looked, incredible. You look like a force to be reckoned with. I didn't think people thought you were gonna come out like that because I did.
Yeah.
And I was amazed, impressed, and I'm glad to have you here. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to Jimmy's World.
Thank you guys for having us, man. Hey guys, you gotta feel privileged. We never clap on the show. We always have the people add claps after the show's over. Like, hey, add some claps right here. Add a boing dong dong. You know, actually, there's a box. Oh, I took it out. There's a little box I usually touch, and it does like shh. Yeah. Right? It does like, you ain't the truth. You know, it does all that. But we appreciate that, man. We lost the box at the fight. I lost my voice. I lost the box. I almost lost my cowboy hat. It was an amazing show. Because what a lot of people, I don't know if you'll agree with me, but and maybe I shouldn't say this, but there's a lot of speak right into the air. So a lot of folks what they don't know about boxing is the blue corner is not. I mean, unless it's like a real tight, championship match and all that, where they're starting to do like drug analysis and that. But earlier on in people's career, the blue corner isn't really supposed to win. I mean, it's definitely a good matchup, but people usually expect the red corner to win because they're the favorite. They're the house fighter. It's like their hometown. The blue corner is always, if you don't know boxing, if you live in Atlanta, you live in Atlanta or something, right? And then I fly out to Atlanta with my fighter. My fighter ain't supposed to win because they're bringing me on and they're saying they're going to give us a payday to fight him. You're an opponent. Yeah, I'm an opponent because
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Right.
And it's because you're working your way up. But as a young boxer, unless you're like already Canelo, when you're an opponent, you have to ask yourself, man, can I take this guy? And your coach says, man, we can. You just got to work hard. You got to work real hard for the next 60 days. And then you take that fight knowing you're the underdog. Mm-hmm. So when you walked in there, from what I was hearing in the crowd, you were supposed to lose.
Yeah.
Because I mean, hey, all respect. I hope you're doing well. Juan Velasquez, I call him Hollywood. Yeah. I met him. Great young man. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I like him. I really like Juan. Every time he has that $1 million smile, and then he has, that fast hands in the air, doing his thing. And so I love watching him. He's a great young man. I hope he bounces back from this. And
absolutely. He will.
Yeah. But so when I saw you come in, I thought you were too heavy for him. So I was talking shit. I said,
I heard.
yeah, I was like, So I had to tell Sal, like, man, this shit goes south. I'm gonna have to kick him. And I was like, he knows about his feet, man. I'm a soccer player. so I had to, let Julio know, hey man, during the fight, I was like, why did the other camp let him fight? Because I heard somebody was too heavy at first and they had to keep leaving. So I thought it was you because you looked thick. Your arms looked thick and he looked like, skinny.
Right.
And so, but what I heard is like that you weren't the one having trouble making weight. It was the other corner. So, but when it's so much going on, we were doing setup. All I had was limited information. So I apologize for even having the audacity to have an opinion. But at the end of the day, I can't do nothing but be me. So I'm gonna have an opinion.
Of course.
And my opinion was I wouldn't have taken that fight with you because the moment I saw you step in the ring, I was like, this is not gonna go good.
Yeah.
I was like, this. I hope there's some kind of like jujitsu science that the kid knows because I see when I see you stalking and then hitting, and then I saw him bounce out, kind of move around. I was like, I don't know if showboating's what we should be doing right now.
Nah, I think he had a problem with
I think it was
adapting to the situation.
There was a power issue. There was definitely a power issue.
Yeah.
I mean, it was there, but at the same time, he was quicker.
But the kid is
punches.
elusive. Like,
absolutely.
He's not to be taken lightly. Shoot, I'm 160. I guarantee you, we get in a fist fight, he'll beat me up. Like,
it's just different. Yeah.
I'm gonna wink at the other camera. No, but in any case, man, like I said, Juan Velasquez, we love you, man. All the love and support for you. I'm hoping for a rematch.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would love
Are you up for rematch?
Okay, I'm down. I ain't
Oh
scared.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Right now, we're
yeah.
gonna take some time off. You know what I mean?
Have you ever backed down from a fight? Never.
About how long?
About
do you think
10 minutes ago, we was fighting over the last pupusa.
Nah.
Who won that bout?
Y'all don't know, but Jimmy ordered a bunch of pupusas, fried
Man,
That was delicious.
I appreciate that.
Sopa de puya, sándwich de pollo.
Yes,
So
yes.
you celebrating? Salute and you champ.
For
Julio
real.
Sanchez, El
Wow.
Salvador's
There
very
you go.
own.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
sir.
So man, how did you start fighting? When did you start fighting?
I started when I was 8. My dad put me and my little brother, and my box till I was like 12, and then they closed the gym down.
Yeah.
But I had when I first started, from 8 to 12, I had 48 fights, 40 wins, 8 losses, and then
Wow.
Yeah, he had a good run.
Wow.
Yeah, he had a good run.
Wow.
How do you get in 48 fights? You're a troublemaker. Hey, did you? On this show, we've had a lot of guys on here. We had one of your guy Caleb Guzman,
Yeah.
and he did street fighting. We had Adrian Pequeño, which was also victorious that night. He fights with Movida Fight Management, and he did streets. He did bare knuckles, and so that's when I knew I should never be a boxer because I've never done that. I was like, wait, I thought it was the 1-1-2 with some gloves, and so did you ever do that in the streets?
Nah, just high school. Middle school. That's where all my fights were at.
What school did you go to?
FM Black Middle School and Waltrip High School.
Where's that at?
On the middle school is on 43rd.
That's like in the Hempstead area?
No,
34th?
north side.
North side?
Yeah, like
Shout out north side.
Like going towards Shepherd and Cross Timber.
Man, most fighters that I've met are coming out the north side.
Yeah.
So other than Carmen Vargas, Carmen Vargas is an east side fighter, Chino City. So we're proud too, but man, every fighter that has done something has been either Conroe, north side, or north side.
Carmen's badass, bro.
Yeah, man, for real. Man.
She's badass.
Yeah. We had her on the show.
Wow.
Her mother's even cooler.
Yeah.
She invited me to the after party. She was gonna make charro beans, fajitas. She said, tortillas a mano, everything. We're in Galveston. I can't drive. Man, you saw me out there. I almost lost my cowboy hat.
It's like $1,000, right?
Hey man, so we'll go.
Hey, shout out to Cavenders, our local supporters. Cavenders on 99 and what's the street? 99 and Kirkendall. Yeah. So they actually supported us and gave Jimmy's World hats. So I got me $1,000 hat. I didn't pay for it. So
Nice.
So hey, Jimmy's World,
Nice.
thank you for doing that, Cavenders.
Yeah,
And I want a white one now.
No.
I wear the heck out of it.
So what goes through your mind when you're in that ring, man? What goes through your mind, bro? I want to know.
It's a rush.
It's just kill.
But yeah.
Kill, be killed.
I seen you that night, bro, and it was like, bro, I just seen you telling that dude, come on, you know?
You
why
were
you
like,
running? Why you running? Yeah. Why you running?
I was,
I was getting a little frustrated from running too much. He kept,
but that's boxing. I mean,
Yeah.
Mayweather does it.
but he just like he kept talking about you can't touch me. I'm too fast. And I was like, come on, then. Let's
Was he telling you that when y'all fighting? Really?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Hey, well, would you say though that
Yeah.
maybe you got in his mind and made him fight your fight because that's fighting your fight. Stepping in front of a man that has heavy hands when you're elusive is stupid.
But
Did you get in his head? Like, did you make him fight your fight because maybe he was a little younger than you?
Yeah, I was telling him because
You tell me to come on, I'm like, nah, you come on, and I'm gonna stay outside and pop out every time you come in, pop out.
He did what he had to do.
Yeah.
And adding to that question, do you think he could handle what you would bring?
No.
So
Toe to toe, you saying he can't handle you?
He can't.
Oh, man.
I mean, is it because maybe the experience factor and what do you think?
I know I got experience, but I know I got pop too.
Oh, man.
So I have
That's
some
fair.
pop in the fridge. No, so I hear that word a lot in boxing. So when someone's like pop, is that like hard hands or is that
Yeah.
or is that like that dog? You know, because
Yeah, it's the dog in me, man. I know what I got. I know I'm fast. For my age, I'm fast.
by the way, how old are you?
You fast, bro.
I just turned 38.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm age 27.
Oh wow, you're 38 and you fight. Now I'm ashamed. I thought I was too old. I'm 37.
Bro.
Man, I'm gonna call. Hey, what's your nickname?
El Campanero.
Well, I'm gonna change it. I love the name though. It's Salvadorian.
I got a song like
No,
that.
I gotta give you
It's a
this.
song.
I got a song like that.
It's called Campanero.
Campanero, yeah.
Oh, well,
Aliceto Molina remix.
Oh. Okay, we might make it perform and walk him in his next
I'm
one.
with it. I'm with it.
Maybe we remake it, add his name in it, do a little something. But if you're gonna make a new song, let's change the name. I vote. Y'all can raise your hand or not, but I vote. Now, if y'all don't vote for me, I'm not gonna give you more beer. No, I'm joking. No, so I vote for Julio the Dad Sanchez. I'm gonna whoop your ass like my kids. Because he was in the ring, man, and I was like, oh, dude, when I saw you, and I was like, what? Like, because all right, I believe that you should build your fighter up. Not just build his record by making him easy fights, but let him face adversaries that are matched up to him, not maybe over experienced, because a fighter that's been around from 37 to 38, you've been fighting for 30 years. So you faced enough people that you know how to get in someone's mind, and say, no, do this, come on, because I saw that happen a lot that night. I had one of my fighters whose old coach was cornering his opposition. We pulled out with a draw, but that's tough to do because you're not only fighting the fighter, you're also fighting the coach,
Right.
and so
It's a lot of mental, man. It's a lot of mental.
yeah, absolutely. And so I will say that there's a lot there. I think, would you say that it's more mental in boxing? I mean, I can't say that because you got to be physically fit, you got to be able to take a punch, and you got to be able to join us.
Go punch back.
Pick them up, pick one of them.
You could be physically fit, man, and if you're not mental ready,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
It depends on how you react to when you get hit.
Yeah.
I think
I've seen
that's
it.
a big part of boxing. Yeah, I understand people. Yeah, they can do a combination, but it's really how you react.
Everybody
to that punch.
beautiful on the mids.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Because
they don't spar. They don't.
either you draw a blank, or you got a backup plan, or you know what you're gonna do next. Like when you get hit, that's what really defines a person and how you answer that.
Well,
You know
either
what I'm saying?
I think for a boxer, it either ignites the fire or it extinguishes it.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Just when you said right
It
now,
does,
I don't, when I sparring, man, that's when I start seeing, okay, if you got skills or not. Because anybody looks good in the mix. Anybody looks good in the bag.
On the pads.
I don't look good.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you spar, that's when you really show yourself out. That's facts, man.
Yes, sir.
You're his Julio's coach.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What was going through your mind what were you telling him every time he take a break? What were you saying to him?
In the corner, man, I was just telling him to do what he was doing, keep showing that aggressiveness and cutting the ring. Cutting the ring on him, and I was telling him, I was screaming out, saca una mosca, like just like a fly. You gotta be on his ass. You gotta be on
Stick on his eyeball.
So he did what he had to do, man.
You ever gotten his ass before? Like you ever argued about anything?
Not really, man. Not because he's very coachable, man. I mean, honestly, man, it's not one of the hardest workers or fighters I ever worked with, for sure, man.
You being a trainer and everything.
I've noticed that some of the older fighters have a better discipline than the younger ones. Maybe because they realize what's at stake.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And again, I'm gonna blast the guy. So Adrian Pequeño, he this was the first fight where we rode together, and we took that fight because he was called to do a fight for ESPN. After we agreed to the fight, he trained, and they called us and said, "No, we don't want it no more," because they had seen him fight, and he has heavy hands. But his work ethic was he was out working the kids.
Mm-hmm.
He was working 14 hours construction, coming in and working 6 hours.
Yeah,
I'm like, you're sleeping for 4 hours.
he's the real deal.
And so I was like, I mean, you can't. But then you got younger kids. Oh man, it's because my girlfriend was tripping.
Right.
And I was like, you know, and it's like you did it probably when you were 20.
No, we see it, man. We see it. It motivates the young ones. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, everybody got some. The kids a lot of times they got all this talent, all this potential. But I always tell the younger boxers, I can't buy a steak with potential. I need actual money.
Hungry.
Yeah. So I have to go earn it because success is it's like paying rent. It's due every day. You don't own success. You can fall on your ass tomorrow. So I always tell folks like, man, at least what I do, I build houses. And we do JimmysWorld, and we do I build Texas Bullies. We also breed dogs.
Nice.
But the biggest thing is that at any moment, if I were to fall off, I'll just wipe myself off. If I didn't die, I'm running right back on the road. I'm running back. Hey, you're old, so you remember you're old like me. So that's the world, the cyclone.
But the cyclone.
Wow.
But yeah, coach. What do y'all do before the fight? What's the process here? What do y'all do before the fight?
Just train
Looks
hard,
like
man, and follow the game plan. So we follow game plan. Like I said, Julio, he's always on weight, man. He's a serious fighter for real. So it makes my job.
So would you do like right now? Let's say tomorrow you lose it all. Like I was going back to that cyclone thing because everyone knows that when you get on the cyclone at Astroworld, they're so fucking old that it.
About a break.
Then you go boom, and I'm like, hey, bro, I don't care how old it is. If I fall and I don't die, I'm still getting back in line. So is that the mindset? Like, hey, if I lose a fight, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna keep fighting till I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna die doing what I want.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. That's how for sure.
Yeah. So
we don't lose fights,
what's the record? What's the record?
We're 5-5 right now.
Okay. So they definitely felt strongly about taking that fight.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I was surprised.
So with the fight before this one, did you win or lose?
Oh, we won.
We won in Louisiana.
Yeah, we put an upset as well.
Oh yeah. Damn. Does anybody get mad over there?
Nah, not really, man. We made fans.
We made fans.
Yeah. Actually, his
That's
fans came inside the ring and that took pictures with Julio.
Oh man, that's what's up, man. Congrats on that.
Wait, fans got in the ring?
Yeah, Louisiana.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, that don't happen in Texas. Hey, because you guys were there. We all had to get COVID tested. We all had to either we had to be show our cards. We either had to be fully vaccinated with enough time to be clean of COVID or quarantine. I mean, it was. Here's
the deal. I don't know if I should be saying this on here, but
don't.
On the 7th, Governor Abbott signed that it shouldn't matter.
It doesn't matter. The Texas Boxing Commission, if you want to be a part of boxing in Texas, you
follow their rules. Right?
They all rule. They'll out rule.
No, that's what I'm trying to differentiate.
Yeah, it was cool with it. It is what it is.
No, it wasn't a big deal.
Right. It was what it is. We just happened when we had a quarantine. In the telly.
For real.
Because when we was in Vegas, we had a quarantine. Like I couldn't
Wow.
get out.
At least they let that go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
we was happy with that.
That's good. Yeah, that shit. Forget it. Nothing
That's
ever
why
would
I
happen.
love being a manager because I'm like, fighter, I love you. You can live through me. I'm gonna go gamble. I'm gonna go put some odds on you. Like I wish that fight was a bet because I would have put, and I know now I would have gone back and dropped it because you were an underdog.
Oh, facts.
Like they're like, there's no way.
Oh, yeah.
The kid got 70,000 followers. So I want y'all to know, Instagram
Wow.
don't dictate what
What?
what can happen. So guys, right now, well, I don't do it yet. We have someone in the studio. I want to bring them on, but I want to know more about you. So tell me more about like.
That's my guy, though.
Yeah. All right, guys. So everybody knows I'm gonna have to get up. I'm gonna turn my I have to switch cameras. I gotta figure something out here because. Oh wait, you can see him. Wait, hey, look, he's right there. Get on this mic. This one.
Yeah, just move on over. We
And then turn. And I'm gonna turn 7 off, and I'm gonna turn mic 8. No, I'm gonna turn 7 up. And
That's
8.
5.
Oh wait, no, those are your 5. Oh,
5,
so
7.
I'm gonna turn 5 up and 6 down. And now spin it a little bit to where you're closer to me. So all right. So every time we have a show, I'm gonna turn my mic down. Every time we have a show, we have a few guests that come in, and we happen to have.
Hey, Jimmy. What's that?
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to open it up so I can see his face a little bit.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But it's Jimmy's World, so I don't see my face. I'm joking a while out. I haven't seen Caleb. He's supposed to be there that night. So Caleb is a future fighter that I'm really interested in. That we're working together. I guess we could say it. We're working together, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. He's one of my fighters. He's with Movida. Up and coming. We actually we're vetting to try to fight a guy over ourselves. We're gonna have to build our numbers up.
Right.
And so, from what I understand, y'all know each other.
Yeah.
That's way back.
Yeah.
So they spar. So you beat him up.
Did you?
Man, that's how drama started, man.
No.
Speak the real. Speak the real, man.
We gotta go work. I was
Gotta go work.
Put up the mic a little bit.
Yeah, but you gotta talk right in front of it.
You got them good body punches, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Nah,
Coach.
Yeah,
time
time it up.
Julio's jab is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've seen
Yeah,
that. Yeah, we've
yeah.
seen that.
It's a pop.
Yeah, man, it's more than a little pop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I've seen Caleb spar lately. When y'all spar? A few years ago?
A few months ago. I would say.
Few months in.
Yeah, a few years ago. Yeah, we go way back.
So man, that's cool, man. Because I think you would have loved the showing.
Yeah.
Because Caleb actually has sparred Brian Garcia in the past, and he got paid not to say nothing. I didn't hear from him though. No. So I didn't get paid to not say nothing. But so y'all sparred what, 4 rounds? You and Brian Garcia?
No, yeah, we sparred 4 rounds.
Yeah, when he was in town, and Caleb, feels really strongly about the outcome.
Oh man.
So I was really interested in this young man,
Yeah.
and other than I wanted him to, I want to make sure he was focused on the craft, and he is, and so we were betting on wanting to build him up, but we want to go to nationals in Lubbock one time just to get a lot of work in before we go pro. So I told us, like, we're not gonna go pro yet. I know you want to. We probably could have threw him on this card, but we were like, no, let's wait, and then get you the best in the nation, fight all of them. I don't need you to try to win the headgear award because nationals, as great as they all say it is, it's a punch count. You go there with the little
and you win.
but he has more. To me, he has more of a pro style because like his hook, is just like it's a liver killer.
Yeah.
And so
He fights. Yeah.
Yeah, and
He
so
fights.
and that's what I wanted for him. But when I heard you guys were friends, I was like, man, well, he was at the gym. I was supposed to be there, and I was like, no, I want to talk to Julio. He's like, I know Julio, man. That's my dude, man. He's like, I was like, so Julio asked him, why did you come support me, dog?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I would say
You know what I'm saying?
it was only $35 or $100.
Oh, wow. He put him on
But
the
it was
spot,
for
bro.
free because I had him. He could have been in the show with me.
He put him on
From
the
the heart.
spot.
Came at the wrong time.
All right.
No, but so boxers always have one of the most interesting stories. So we have lined up, just so you guys know, we have lined up New LG. Shouts out to you from Fast and the Furious and the Mayans. He called me like, hey man, we've already set the contract. When's the show? I'm like, man, I'm just enamored by these boxing stories right now because Jimmy's World is not a boxing temple. We're not trying to be like shouts out to Soapbox. I love the fact that our video. Some people complain about my video. We had problems with the internet, but it was so good that they're using it. So I'm glad we were able to give you that. I'm glad you're able to use our video and show it to your fans because you probably have a stronger following in the boxing community. So I'm glad these young talented fighters people can see their story. Our videographer hasn't done it yet, but we were going to segment every fight, fight for fight. So when someone's going to fight you, you can go back and look at it.
There you go.
So I did make sure that everything that was shot is copyrighted to me. So I want to make sure that no one else is trying to, say this was the Armando Frausto fight with Guido. This is because that's
because it wasn't.
It was right. That's all.
It was a Movida production.
Yeah,
right.
we worked really hard. We assembled a team and we did what we had to do. So I think you're going to be on the show tomorrow. Maybe remind them. No, it's just. But in all honesty, I mean, you give credit where credit's due. Not at the very bottom of comments. Let people know that who did it, who made it happen. So if you're noticing, this is me being polite. But enough of that. Yeah. So let's go back to the winner of the room. I mean, we know you guys have met. That's not what the show's about today. But I want to ask you. So, what's life like day to day for you preparing for a fight you're supposed to lose? Mm-hmm. Because honestly, they probably say this fucker is old. Yeah. He is not ready to fight this young, fast, popular sensation
with a lot of followers.
Yeah, a lot of followers.
He got good followers.
No,
I give him props, man.
He's great. He's a marketable fighter. I mean, right now, I'll still write a check for him. I mean, I think there's definitely something for the kid. For him. I hope that because it's tough. Your first loss. Absolutely. It's like your first breakup. I haven't got over my first.
That was his first. It's a deep cut, man.
It's deep cut. So I expect him to recover, come back stronger.
That's his first loss?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, we expect a stronger Juan on the rematch.
Yeah. So, maybe I think what you earned this time was his respect.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times I've seen, fighters that are what was his record? 12-0?
7-0.
7-0. So
I don't know.
7-1 now.
I just wanted that boy to lose.
Why? Why you saying that?
I don't like him, man. I kept telling Julio too. I kept texting Julio. I kept texting Julio too, man. Come on, bro, knock this kid out.
Are you texting him?
I was texting him, man. I was knock this kid out.
Wow.
It looks like we got a little something here that we
want. I was going to share the mic with you so they can see you.
You might hear you. You might hear you want to fight your ass. What you say to that?
Hey, he can get it, right?
Yeah, he can get it. Anybody can get it.
So Caleb, an amateur fighter, has called out Juan Velasquez.
Oh man!
After you handle your business with Julio, he said, "Got you."
And he don't have a problem taking care of the witness.
Right. He ain't ready for Caleb either.
Oh, man! Hey guys, I know when I see a dog.
Hold on.
I breed dogs. I got the best bullies, and so I'm saying that Caleb has fought 160s, 165s, 170s. I mean, he sparred. What's his name? The one you sparred, the WBC silver belt guy. Go over there and talk. Oh, say it right. Come here.
Okay. I forgot what his name was. But
from Austin Trump.
There's no camera there.
They call him Sharkwave or Ice.
Oh yeah. From Maine.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Well, but he's
they call him Ice.
The WBC silver
Foster.
Yeah, O'Shea Foster.
O'Shea Foster. So when I realized that they boxed, they're sparring. He's already with me, but I build houses, so I'm not always with them at the gym.
Right.
But Mike Pequeño heavily is sparring the guys, training the guys. I mean, he's his work ethic is like I mean two days.
So,
Shout out to Mike Pequeño. I thought he was coming. Like if he's here, tell him come on in.
Hey, I got a quick little question. Okay,
What's that?
just came through. People are curious, right? They're asking, what did the ref tell you in El Calo when he stopped in the middle of the ring? You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, stop chasing. But what did the ref say?
He was telling me that we needed to stop talking mess to each other and we needed to fight, or else he was gonna stop the whole thing.
More business, more business,
Yeah,
huh?
he's saying,
More
action.
business.
He wanted
There you go,
Who's
people.
like that's what
The
I'm
ref,
saying.
the ref wanted more business. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Stop talking shit.
Hey, but again,
Let's get it on."
Hey Caleb, I appreciate the fact you're confident you can beat up Velasquez. I'm confident. I'm happy that you endorse him, saying that he's not ready for him either.
Yeah.
But I will say that. Would you say that you won't take the rematch until Caleb fights him?
Oh man,
You have to get through Caleb. 'Cause you
Oh,
fought
man.
Caleb too.
What's up with that?
man.
we want to do the rematch first. And
okay.
then Caleb could go ahead and treat us some more.
Nah, I want to see a trilogy.
I just want to go back for the record. You're saying that Caleb will beat Velasquez
Oh yeah.
Hey,
So keep it real for sure.
for sure. Hey, and then I got a good eye. I mean, well, actually, Mike Pequeño has a good eye. Because Mike Pequeño brought Caleb to us, and it's not been nothing but a pleasure to have him with us. And so,
Good fighter.
Yes, man. I seen him spar himself.
Don't get me wrong. It's only been lately me and Julio been getting good work. At the beginning, Julio was beating the hell out of me.
Hey, Mike,
But here's the deal.
Hey, but that's how you get better, though, Caleb.
Yo,
You feel me?
the thing is this: Caleb's aggressive, Julio's aggressive,
Yes.
so it makes
yeah, y'all
Trust me,
there's a
it's
fight.
awesome.
seen it.
And you know what? Now I know. I'm figuring.
So-
Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm figuring this is where
I'm
it
not
comes
I'm
from.
not repeating.
Because you met a fighter that's aggressive like that forced you. Because you're an aggressive fighter.
Yeah.
I seen you, so I know.
Yeah.
And very aggressive. So is he.
So
Imagine,
I-
man. That's
yeah.
like two rhinos right there.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, so let me say
Yeah.
something. Because Caleb is 21.
Yes, sir.
All right, so
What's going on, man?
don't break the thing. You gotta you know how to use them. You set them up. You gotta tighten up front, tighten by the top, tighten the thumb in front of your face.
Oh.
So I want to sit here right now, and I'm not saying this again so that people can hear it again. But Mike Pequeño, you're the one responsible for bringing Caleb to Movida,
Yes, sir.
and so I want you to hear something. You gotta loosen it up and then pick it up and then tighten it up.
Right,
Tighten it
right
up.
to your mouth.
And now tighten it up. And so when you brought Caleb to me, you said this guy is the truth, and I said, all right. So I just want you to say, I'll tell you that someone is endorsing what you said. Because Julio just said Caleb can beat up Velasquez as well. He's not even ready for Caleb. Caleb's an amateur. Julio even said, hey, Velasquez can't handle Caleb. I fought Caleb and I fought Velasquez. So what I will say is that obviously because I have a financial interest in Caleb, I want the fight to happen. But I like Velasquez. I think he's a great fighter. I think if he gets some
I just think he's pretty. That's it.
Hey, guys,
In the beginning, it was all business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You said that, right? You
Yeah.
like, it's not impersonal.
Yeah,
Because we know the kid, you know, we know the kid.
But that again, I go back to the camp. Like, why are you taking this fight? You know, like I mean, I know there's matchmakers.
Right.
Then you give me a fight that, all right, look at my hands, right? They're this big. All right, so for those that know, my hand is this big, right?
3 inches.
My fist is this big.
His fist is
There's
3 inches.
yeah, my fist is the size of the bottom of the butt of a Modelo. You know, so if you get hit with a bottle of Modelo, will knock you out, and you can fight me.
Jimmy not Jimmy.
But if you need like a bat, I shouldn't take that fight.
Yeah, Jimmy
Like,
did
I'm
knock
looking.
you out.
Jimmy got something, but Jimmy old. But I got another old man right here that's older than me, 1 year older than me, and but you could see his like he got that, you know. Caleb got that,
Yeah.
and so as I'm developing a young fighter, I'm trying to get him up to his prime to take on those bouts that are going to be willpower.
Yes.
Because I have children, I have kids, right? So,
Will be tested.
I understand that at the age of 16, 17 to 21, that the same reason why you're a coach, you got work ethic issues with 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds. But even though you got work ethic issues with those guys, you still have those exemplary ones that have just got that fight in them that they can take off for 3 days and come back and they just got that dog in them and they'll fight. But then you got the technical sound fighters that look beautiful when they fight, when they move, but when they get hit hard, it's not the same thing. And so the minute the bell rang, I was saying, I think he came in too heavy. I can't prove it. I don't know it yet, but this fight shouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have took it. I would have canceled that thing.
What an ass.
We're just happy, man. We're just happy with the opportunity. You know what I mean?
But I thought you were too happy. I looked at you and was like, I'm not a scale, but I think you should not be fighting this boy right now.
And we was the same way, pretty much. He was 134.8 or I was 134.6.
We all thought, we all thought the same shit.
It was 134.7.
And
I was 134.5.
So you were lighter than him.
Yeah.
See what I'm
It
saying?
doesn't matter though. Mike Tyson was shorter than a lot of his fighters. You know, I'm like, man, because I say it again. I love that kid, man. Like I met him on several occasions. He's a class act. He's a first class individual. Like
respectful too. You know,
yeah.
He dabbed it up when he saw nothing.
Yeah.
We ain't talk shit, nothing. It was real, you know.
He's a great kid. I think he's gonna be a great ambassador for any belt he holds in the future, you know. But it wasn't his night, but they did ask for the immediate rematch.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna. Right now we're just chilling though.
Wow.
We're chilling, enjoying it.
Are you worried?
But
No vacation before the war.
Oh, absolutely.
No?
Yeah.
Are you
We're
worried
the
about the
champs right
rematch?
now. We make the calls.
Are you worried about the rematch?
There you go.
Nah, I ain't worried about the rematch at all. Absolutely not.
We can hear you.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. Just like he a judge, we gonna judge.
Hey, one thing I'm gonna say is for him to be young, at least had the confidence. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? He didn't back down from the fight.
Yes.
He took it, and you know what I mean. So it means the kid.
I mean, I want to have him on the show. I like the kid.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We was worried that they were gonna pull off. You know, they won't pull. Oh no.
Because you asked the matchmaker, are you serious right now?
Because
y'all are friends and y'all trained before probably.
Not trained out. They just fought one time. We cool. We cool. You know, we cool with the people with GNM and all that. They cool. You know, like I said, it's just all business.
Who's GNM? Is that Gerard?
My ninja.
That's whoever the gym managers or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Because I got amateurs that take over there to their gym.
Yeah.
And they spar and they got Coach Steve.
Because I always felt like Texas boxing, we trying to take over the world by kicking everybody else's butt. So in this Texas bout, we brought some people in from out of town. You know, we brought some guys in from Florida, some guys in from Atlanta. But I don't know. I don't understand it. Because I was like, we got two very talented individuals that are going to give up a loss. In the same city, we're all in the same city, and then, but when we can but it was an amazing fight to watch.
Absolutely,
I was glad I was there. I felt
yes.
But you know, I was like, cause I know Juan Velasquez can beat up half of the U.S.
Damn, dog.
Yeah, exactly.
They look like nah.
Alex had to say incredible job. Like. I love what I saw that night, and just keep doing what you're doing.
Listen, Jimmy's World.
I got love for everybody, man. I'm just saying right now that everybody that fought that night was a fighter.
Yeah.
I mean,
shout out to No Flex. Shout out to No Flex.
Shout out to No Flex. There you go.
We did that for like the last 10 minutes. Yeah.
On Jimmy's World, man, we're letting Velasquez. If you're listening, bro, you can call in, bro. You can want to defend yourself, say some words.
I hate the drama like that, but
I'm not the guy to do this. Jimmy's the one to do it, but you go ahead and say it better than you can say it.
No. I mean, you can call in. You know, I'll definitely, give you the space to speak the truth. But I'd rather have you on the show. You know,
are y'all gonna give on a rematch?
Yeah, of course.
We already signed it. Yeah, so just so everybody know, like Caleb and Mike, we've spoke for a while now, and you haven't heard those pieces. So what we're saying is we all agree that Julio was the better fighter. I mean, he was a hungrier fighter. He had the dog in him.
Very
hungry. I actually compared Julio to Adrian and said that dog in the fight, and that's what we're saying. Like there's great technical fighters, and there's grit fighters. And Julio is in the grit category. Caleb is in the grit category. Adrian's in the grit category. And that grit category
makes sense.
You can't teach that.
You can't. Yeah. It's they're born that way.
Yeah, that's something.
They're born that way.
That shit ain't
taught.
taught.
So someone throws 1-1, 2s, and 3s, and then they counter with a 6, and they drop step and they switch. That doesn't matter to a grit fighter. A grit fighter's like, give me all you got. I'm giving you what I got.
Let's go.
The person who taught me that was Brian Tibeta. So shout out to Brian Tibeta.
Shout out.
Facts, R.I.P.
That was because of COVID, right?
Yeah,
we lost a great coach in the boxing world.
Another coach too, wasn't that other coach?
Rocha, yeah.
Yeah, man. So, hey, prayers and shouts out to your family. You are heavily missed in the boxing community.
Willie Savannah.
Oh, that's sir, man. Yes, sir.
Willie Savannah.
Hey.
When you bring your family into for a little.
Man, so tell me more. So tell me more about your home life. Like I mean, do you have your family? Was your family there?
Yeah, man.
And y'all see the spread, man? We got 50 pupusas because he's Salvadorian.
I would like to eat.
He only had like 2.
I always eat it.
He wasn't eating tonight. He still got that small belly from the fight.
I'm still full.
You gotta take some to go, man. You gotta add a little bit of foil.
Yeah, I got 4 kids and a wife.
That's your motivation. So
Yeah.
hey, shout out to the wife and the kids. What are their names? I want to meet them.
It's a beautiful thing.
My wife's name's Angelica Sanchez. My oldest son is Junior. And right after him is my daughter Elena and Adrian and Jaden.
What are the ages?
2 of them, my 2 oldest. My oldest is 13.
Oh, man.
Difficulty. No
15.
Come on.
15. He's 3 months older than my daughter.
Okay.
But they're not twins.
Okay.
So nothing like that.
So, I was like, how the hell did that happen?
Okay.
That was a long hospital stay.
Hey, the most important question: are you bringing us fighters? That's what we want to know. Are you bringing a future generation?
Are they fighting? Any of them?
I only got one.
Yeah.
That my youngest one. Yeah. Is 12.
That boy go hard in the gym though.
Yeah,
he go hard.
See what I'm saying? Look at that. The prodigies, man. The prodigies.
Coach got a boxer down too.
Oh yeah.
A daughter, yes sir.
Yeah, how long she been boxing?
She started when she was 11. She's 13. So
2 years.
She's 2 years. I think.
So my daughter's 14, but she's only boxing like 3 months with you. 2-3 months. And I mean she's great, you know.
She's great. No.
Yeah, my daughter has no fights. She has no fights yet.
Neither is mine.
Yeah.
No. She just trains.
We're just gonna fight now, September 3rd, that Texas Women Championship.
She's such a respectable young lady, though. I mean,
Appreciate it.
I mean, when she came in the house, she was just such a lady, just very well mannered, articulate. You know, mannerism was in. So, just from father to father, you do a great job with the children and your fighters.
Yeah, appreciate that.
So we're really proud to have you guys. Round for Round Boxing, located where? 290 in Hempstead.
Yes, sir. 290 in Hempstead. That's
man. We want to consider you at Jimmy's World, and I'm either fighting an ally, a friend. So if we ever can, cross train,
yes, sir.
If you ever need our support to make it to a fight, if you ever want me or Felix to speak on your behalf, we'd love to. Anything you guys would need, we would be more than happy because from what I've noticed since the moment you walked into the studio, we broke bread. We guys, so everybody knows we were gonna go live at 7.
Yes,
but
sir.
the conversation was so good, we just hung up.
That's funny because I was gonna bring that up. Okay.
For 2 hours, we were clicking. We were clicking hard.
These dudes,
we appreciate that for real, man. We appreciate you guys having us.
Yes, sir. And I appreciate how down to earth y'all are.
He was gonna say down to earth.
Yeah, I don't want to, too much, But hey, y'all, man, I swear to God, and I love that I got to know your coach because your coach is awesome. He's from the same city. I'm from New York City, so.
Hey, talk about New York. What's up, New York? Shout out to New Jersey,
all the boroughs. Hey, but my man, he knew exactly where it's coming from. Automatically, it's like a brotherly thing. No, automatically, it was a straight love thing, and like everybody, man, we get along so well, and I'm glad I met these guys. I had a chance and an opportunity to speak with y'all. You know,
So I was so excited when you called. Yeah, you called. So Coach called me. He was like, "Hey man, let's talk." Because I actually asked him at the fight. I was like, "Can you just hit me up, man? Here's my number." And he called me. I'm glad you called. So I was excited because Salmex is half Salvadorian, half Mexican. And I am born in the U.S., but I'm Salvadorian. I love being Salvadorian.
And I was looking forward to the pupusas.
And every time I take shout outs to Dinora's bakery located in the north side near Greens Point. She made her pupusas, her pan de sandwich. It's not sandwich. It's sandwich de pollo. And our sopa de puya, and our plátano frito con frijoles.
Oh, the plátanos.
So thank you for taking care of us tonight for that. It only took a phone call, and we were ready. So the reason we were so excited is that I'm a really proud Salvadorian. Yeah. When I grew up, I wasn't Hispanic, and I wasn't Mexican enough to hang with the Mexicans. I wasn't white enough to. I was Salvadorian, so I had my own corner. And then when I was growing up where I lived, there wasn't any Salvadorians. So every time I meet another one, I'm like, now we're huge. But for a while, it was little. So I was like, Sal, we have another one.
Yeah.
So in the middle of the fight, I saw Salvador on your chunks, and I was like, that should be way bigger.
Yeah, with the flag. We came out with the flag. I can hold the flag.
Did you see my gear on that night? The vest?
Absolutely.
So that was made by Jay Torres. If you're watching, Jay Torres, hit me up, call in, because I think I recruited you another fighter. So Jay Torres is amazing, man. He does a lot for Top Rank, and he has a motto: you fight good, you feel good. No, I said you feel good, you look good, you fight good.
Nice.
And you already fight good, so all we gotta do is make you look better and feel better. You know, because you're
half the work is done.
So I'm actually gonna hit him right now. Be like, hey Jay, calling the show. I need to lock this deal in.
Yeah, that fit was dope though, man.
Hey Coach, what made you want to train him? What made you want to say, yeah, this is a fighter I want to train?
Actually, he came.
Hey, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no.
Felix Ramirez from El Tigre said El Tigre Promotions in the house, watching live. Congrats to Julio. Hard work pays off. We're so proud of the upset. Like you might have been the biggest fight of the night to me. Like
upset of the night for sure.
Yeah. You upset more people because he has 70,000 followers.
Oh, absolutely.
You upset 70,000 people that night. How does it feel to just shit on 70,000 people?
Good. You see me, man.
I mean, right on the chest.
That's what I did, man.
Hey, so just so you know, I built homes, right? So I had my company there. So we had some in tables, some in general admission. We have 40 plus people, and half of my squad is Mexican, and half of my squad is Honduran and Salvadorian. Those guys could not stop jumping, and we short. Right. Shout out to Stuart, to Pony, to Toro, to anyways. So I can go all night with my guys, but we're like this tall, and they jumping, but nobody knows they're jumping. It's like they're sitting down and standing up. No, we short, but we big. They short, but they big, man. Big. Hey, those guys, my guys, like five guys can build you a whole house in 6 days. We're framing it up. And I was like, wow. All my love to those guys, and like they felt they had their own champ. Like they felt like they felt represented that night. So yeah. It's my people, my mother and father. I have my sister buried in El Salvador. My whole family's a Salvadorian. So I couldn't wait. That's why I was like, call me like now, like just go like now. Come in. But I knew you were celebrating, and I'm just glad. I'm glad to meet you because I was not your fan. I didn't know you existed.
Yeah.
But hey, you ever been late to work and you can't find your keys? And then until you call in, like, hey man, I ain't gonna go to work. I can't find the keys.
Right.
Then you find your keys. Well, I wasn't looking for him, but when I found him, I was like, oh, shoot, I wasn't even looking for him, but I like him. I was like, I can ride with him. Yeah. So man, so tell me more. Like, so you grew up in Houston, on the north side of Houston, and what was your last fight like? Was it a winner or a loss?
I won. Went to the
so you won the upstream.
Yeah.
So what do you eat and drink? Because I need some of that. Because I be feeling weaker every day.
Hey, you see them right now? Just water.
I'm gonna give you the.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't do that. Hey, no.
He's like, let me get a water. You know what I'm saying?
No, sorry, man. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, he just
What you got
just
after your
water.
fight,
That's
though?
it.
What you got after your fight?
After my fight, shit.
The burger joint. I seen you on Instagram. No, that was
Right. We see you at Whataburger. So
Went to what's it called? The burger joint.
I told you the burger joint.
I went there, but I got there late.
Yo, what time they close?
Like, y'all wasn't closing at 9. They're all
Yeah,
No. Burger.
that's what I'm saying. Yo, we driving around. We're looking for something to eat at like 1 something in the morning. The only shit that's open, Whataburger. Nigga, the line is like out the fucking ass. Yo, it's crazy. Wow.
We went to his house after to celebrate though. Facts. Yeah. That was, oh yeah.
They got have a boost. I mean, hey, you know what? Hey, anyone watching, man, these fighters go through a clean regimen for months.
No idea, man.
So if they went on that loose after, it's like it's right now the current day gladiator. So if they go to the arena and they survive and they come out with a W. Man, let the guy have fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know?
I mean, to an extent, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah, not too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't forget he's Honduran, not too much. Nah.
Hey, don't do that. Salvadorians are Hey, Mr. T, we gonna jump on. We're 18th Street in here. Hey, all respect to y'all. Don't mess with me. I'm not a gangster. So I just call out the only ones I know in El Salvador. I saw it on Gangland. I'm very experienced with gangs. I watch it on YouTube. They go, Los Nietos. you know that deep voice? I wish I had it. You know that deep voice?
Who, me?
No, I wish I had it.
He said, who me?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Okay.
Listen to the interview. What I said was, I'm very experienced with gangs as a sarcastic joke because I'm not. But I watch YouTube and I watch Gangland, the series, and so I was very experienced with the Brooklyn and the boroughs and and the Latin Kings, and I was like, because I have 30 minutes of experience of each one of the gangs, I listened to it on YouTube. But in any case, enough about that. What's next for you? Other than the rematch, we know you're gonna take the rematch. You're an honorable fighter. A lot of guys will be like, screw you, you lost.
I'm pretty sure if it was the other way around, I don't think they would have given us a rematch.
So why are you doing it? Like, why don't you take a couple more fights and then give them a rematch? Or are you just that confident you're gonna? Nail the confident. So would you be like?
It's not cockiness, it's confidence.
Yeah,
no. I mean, after everything happened, everything was said and done. Did they actually approach y'all and say, "Hey, let's get a rematch going"? Or
no, we haven't spoken to them personally. Like not personally.
Is this like a phone conversation or was it
through phone and text?
Okay.
You probably can't say it, coach, but they were scared.
Man, I mean, anybody that gets in the ring is not scared, man. Anybody that gets in there to fight, they ain't scared.
So y'all keep going. I'm gonna step up. I don't like doing it in the middle show to ever stand up, but I'm gonna fix a camera on these guys because they join the camera and I want to be able to flip too. Definitely. So keep it going, Sal.
Yeah. Anybody that steps in, but I understand what he's saying. But I mean, that's my opinion.
I want to know what was said in the ring. What did you say to him when y'all fighting? Like fuck you, or what were you saying, Doc? Tell me, Doc. I want to know.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, man, why you running, man? We come here to fight. Come on, man, get right in the middle. Why you running? And he goes, man, I'm too fast for you. And then he started doing this little dance.
And that's pretty much where.
Yeah, and I was like, man, come on, Ryan Garcia.
Because I see you, because you backed up and you were like, what's up? You bringing it or what? And I'll tell you the truth, I was like, okay, he's actually a smart fighter too because he backed up and waited. You're not going to walk in or punch. You know what I'm saying? So I know he was baiting you. You know what I'm saying? And by acting like that, and you didn't fall into it. I actually think his downfall in that whole thing was he wanted to fight your fight. But at the same time, I don't think he was ready at this time, for a fight like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like because I'm watching this thing from a side and I'm looking at it from a fan's perspective. You understand?
Yeah.
Because I don't know everything about boxing at all. But what I do know is what I see. You know what I'm saying? And what I saw is when it came really down to it. And y'all were in each other's face talking shit. You know what I'm saying? somebody didn't want to come forward. You get it? And I knew the pursuer, the predator when I seen it. And that's just being real about everything. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? If anybody has a problem with it, like, you know, it's not a personal thing. It's just what it is. And like, you know, if the rematch is for real, then let's get it going. You know, let's fix on what we missed the first time and get a great fight.
Oh, believe me, man, there's gonna be fireworks for sure. You know what I mean? Because like I said, they're gonna adjust things. We're gonna adjust things. So, you know, but for sure.
So guys, right now I'm texting with the vice president of the theater promotions, and he heard about this rematch you guys are talking about, and he's like, "Well, hell, I want to host it. Like, let's do it." You know, because I will say this, being that Movida Fight Management Movida's not new at all to boxing. Gabe Bernal is the founder of Movida Fighting.
Yes, sir.
And then I was lucky enough that he started to train my son and my daughter, and then he recognized a certain talent in me, and he allowed me to be a part of it, and then we became partners, and then he's a smart man because you saw what we did in like a few weeks, like we were everywhere, but that's only because people give you opportunities, no different than Velasquez gave you an opportunity, and now you're gonna give him an opportunity to try to win it back, but you gotta seize the moment. Yes. So I hope you swing with Quan. If you're watching, I'm looking at this camera. I hope you swing for the fences because you're gonna get another pitch, and you either hit a home run or you're gonna strike out. So work hard. Don't take it too fast. Yeah. So Caleb's gonna strike out. So maybe after if you do strike out, man, maybe you go down there and whoop up on Caleb because he is like, man, I'm ready for you.
Caleb, you don't like that dude, huh?
I just think he's too much hype, man, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's fast, but he slaps a lot. That's what I feel like. He slaps a lot.
What do you mean by that?
Hey, Mike.
He'll slap instead of using his knuckles.
No pop.
No pop. It's cute. Like I said, he looks pretty, but it's cute.
Hey, this is all I'm going to say here, okay? It looks like we got something brewing here.
Caleb, say it again. Look up, Caleb. I want you to look at that camera that's blue for you. Because right now you said some mean words, brother. It
seems like somebody needs to prove you wrong or something. So is this something that you want to take to the sparring table, or is this something you want to take?
I think Caleb wants him in the ring.
Yeah, I want to
show your hands.
You want an event? No. I'm just trying to be clear because a call out could be come to my gym and we can handle it
or whatever. He sees it and he reaches out to Coach Mike. Whatever happens.
So there you go.
What do you say, Mike?
So it's Mike right here.
Hey, I ain't worried about it. I know how hard we train. You know what I mean? When you know what you're doing in the gym, and I done seen him with the best of them in Houston. You know what I mean? So I know where we stand, and I know what we can do. You know what I mean? So I felt like every guy around his weight that was at that show, I think I ain't gonna put nobody down, but you know what I mean? I feel like we're on that level or above that level.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? And that's real talk. And see, this guy right here, I follow the good gyms in Houston. So I've been following round for round on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I know what this man brings to the table as a coach. So I already knew when I seen he was his coach, because I didn't know. And then I said, oh yeah, this dude's in trouble.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because
I appreciate that. He told me that earlier before the interview, man. I want to just go back and say that. He said, man, he's going to be here. He was like, hey, I'm going to go train you. Because Mike actually, we work very close together. He picks my daughter up to train. He trains her. I go out of town a lot for work, and he's so committed to the team that he'll drive hours and pick him up and do whatever he has to do. So my hats off to Mike. Mike is just
dedicated.
Very dedicated.
It's hard to find those type of coaches.
He puts people in front of himself. Is that what that meant? Is that what that meant? You give me the eyeballs. So Mark said, "Hey, take the camera off of Mike," because I was talking about Mike.
He didn't say that.
He was like,
I'm telling you, you have control of the cameras. You got to go back and forth.
Yeah, no, I will go back and forth, but they haven't been on camera all night. Give me one more second. I'm gonna go back to him. Get mad at anyone. I'm gonna go back to him real quick because I'm gonna ask him some question. So, and I just want to piss Mark off a little bit.
You succeeded.
No. So Mike actually, he told me before the interview, he was like, "Hey man, we really that's a great coach. You know, you're gonna like him. And he was right because when we met, I was like, man, let's just eat, let's just talk, let's chill. Like, hell, let's work together in the future. So,
right.
So a lot of the times people come in here, I learn the story, I like the people, and then the next thing you know, I'm like, that's my fighter too. Just because I really enjoy good people with a hard work ethic, and then and you guys have it. I mean, you went in and you outworked your opponent. You stuck to the game plan. You might have even gotten in his head. Caleb scooped that way a little bit.
Correct. That's Julio's work, though, man. It really is, man.
Because in boxing, you're all alone. I mean, you're all
facts, boxing. You're a team, but once you go in that ring, it's you. But it's over.
But it's the guidance too.
And look at these boxers. Everybody here is having a decent time, but the boxers drinking Topo Chico or water.
Yeah. One thing I know too that separated was that grown man strength. You know what I'm saying? He's still young. He hasn't got his whole grown man strength yet. You know what I mean? And I think that was a big difference. The power.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those. It's one of those.
Yeah.
Man,
it was definitely power.
I've been in Keith Thurman's camp. I'm from Florida, Clearwater, my coach Peter Fernandez or whatever. And, he was like 16, 17, man. He was knocking out old dudes out on sparring, man. Yeah. So, Keith Thurman. So, when he fought Manny Pacman, I promise I was going for, I like Pacman, but I was going for Keith Thurman because I know him. Like, man, he gonna forget about it. Just like probably like they were doubting Julio because of his age. And look what happened.
And one thing I will say again about Julio is that his jab, phenomenal, man.
Dude, he's
I just found out what power.
It gets your attention. It gets your attention.
But Julio's jab, it gets through my guard, and I move a lot. You know what I'm saying? His timing with his jab is phenomenal.
Popping.
Yeah.
I just found out what that is, though, so I'm gonna say popping all night.
No cap.
Hey, how does it feel?
When you plan on going pro, man? When you plan doing?
Whenever my coach and my manager think I'm ready. Whenever.
Who's your manager? Say his name.
Shout out to JimmysWorld. Shout out to JimmysWorld.
There you go.
Every time Mike, posts a picture of them fighting or training, I'm like, my babies. I love these kids. Man. I love these kids, man. That's how I feel. Because I mean, obviously I don't got your record, man. But if I'm gonna throw money at a fight, I'll do it to myself. I make myself fight. Of course. But no, man, these kids, they're the future, man.
Absolutely.
I love to see how they move, how they just grow, and how they inspire other kids.
There you go. That's what it is.
So as a community, I always talk. Me and Sal talk about it a lot. As a Hispanic community, we're taken out of homes, we're taken out of schools a lot because we have a big immigration issue in the United States.
Yeah.
And you're allowed to sign your kid up with your Mexican consulate card, your Honduran consulate card, but you can't take your kid out with that same card. You need a Texas ID to walk into school because of all those mass shootings. So I believe sometimes that some of these mass shootings were planned to pass legislation to stop people from being able to walk into schools. And who are they stopping? Hispanics.
Hey, check it out though.
I don't hear it. So
listen, no.
But listen.
Totally off the subject because
try to turn his mic off.
We're not going that. No, I don't want to go that way. But Hispanics, we came up a long way. Yeah, I feel in our history there was a lot of genocide, a lot of trying to get rid of us from our homeland. But we're here. I'm from the island. I'm Boricua. You know what I'm saying? We went through a bad genocide ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But we had a trade route with America, which was Mexican, Aztecas, and all that shit. So we all together.
But
we here.
Yeah, we here.
And we winning. And we fighting the warriors.
Like Donald Trump right now.
You know what I'm saying? We warriors.
No, but I would absolutely, man. But I wanted to touch on something. It's off subject, but because I have employees that'll tell me, "Hey, man, can I put you as a can I employ that friends?" I got friends that will say, "Hey, man, like, can I put you on as an emergency contact?" I said, "Why? The hell I want to do? I don't even know your kid." And then I get to know him, but it's like, "Well, we can't walk into the school. We don't have a Texas ID."
It's crazy.
I said, "What do you mean?
That's insane."
They're like, "No, they gotta scan it, or I can't go in. And if my kid is sick, I can't go into school to get him. If the teacher's acting up with my kid, I can't go into school and do nothing."
Isn't that crazy?
So I'm like, wow. So anyone knows that whenever if the parents ain't involved in the school, Their education is
They do whatever they want
compromised.
with you. Yeah.
They treat you like a number. They treat you like, they just get your tax dollars. And so that breaks my heart. And so Movida is to empower minorities. All minorities.
That's right.
Even if you're a Caucasian minority, because we have Caucasian minorities. You go to some places in Congo, they're not rich. I mean, everybody can be a minority depending on what depending on what we're talking about. If you live in a certain demographic, your vote don't count as much as another demographic. But in boxing, when you take these kids and you say, "Hey, man, like school's not really for me," you know what? I'm almost going to cry and say it could have been for you.
No,
but you weren't given the same chance as some other kid.
We're mixed people. You know what I'm saying? So,
but that's what I love about Houston. Houston, we love you. It's a melting pot. Los Angeles, same thing. New York. I mean, shout outs to you guys. Everybody watching in Florida. It's a melting pot.
Go back to New York.
Nah, man.
He's like,
like home.
Hey, but well, you know what? Fuck you, Alabama. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Now, hey, me and my man had to talk about New York. We know it's great to visit, but not to live. And that's it.
Hey. So I'm a plumber.
Queens and Brooklyn.
I'm an AC guy, and a plumbing guy, electrician, and I build houses. So I'm like, faucet. I can talk New York. I'm like, faucet.
Hey, New Yorkers. So man, I see that these coaches. I see Coach Mike, and Coach Mike, he backs his fighters like 100%. Like he says, he don't back.
I saw him about to
I give him a lot of props.
That's what's up. That's right.
For you to put so much faith in somebody, you gotta be like, die hard. You know what I'm saying? How does it feel for you to have somebody like that in your corner, man?
That's Coach Mike in the maroon shirt.
It's a blessing to have this, man. When I first started, when I got back in boxing at 29, I didn't have a solid coach that would spend time. Because, when I got back, I was weighing like 180, 183 with a beer belly. And they were like, man, you ain't never going to lose that beer belly.
So tell me too.
So, but
they call that a beer belly? What the fuck you call me then? Yeah. What am I? What the fuck am I?
So then I was like, that's okay.
That's okay.
They basically told me you need to run and do sit-ups religiously. So I did that. Yeah. And then I moved on. I moved to another gym. And same thing, I was just, I moved to a different area. So I started going to the gym in Katy. Back then it used to be called West End. Mm-hmm. But it's called a Grind now. But at that time, it wasn't like a real solid boxing gym. Like they didn't have a coach, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, basically I was just still doing what I knew growing up until, finally, I had another coach passed away, rest in peace, Ray Altaveras.
Rest in peace, yeah.
But, he was a good coach. He sold his gym and then he didn't have a gym, so I just had to move around too. Mm-hmm. I wasn't gonna wait, and then I was getting older, not younger. Yeah. And I got to feed my family, and then working. I do construction myself. Okay.
What do you do? Talk to me.
Well, I used to framing and sheetrocking.
You want to drive on your oxygen? I need framers like that. I need framers that need to breathe, man. I got so much work. I can't get enough of them.
Yeah, I was doing metal framing and sheetrocking for a while.
Ese no cuenta. Yo quedo with the wood framing.
And then Cole.
I was working out with him a long time ago, and then because he was doing it out of his garage. Okay. But then I always was thinking of quitting and just say fuck it,
That's me every fucking.
And then then finally, when he opened up his gym, where we at. So I was like, man, I'm gonna get back, So I came back and started training. I didn't gain that much weight on the. I went up to like 160. So I went back down. I usually fight 140.
Okay. Okay. So that was like you felt heavier. You felt okay.
Yeah. Okay. So then when I came back, with him,
he whipped you back in shape? Or?
Yeah, everything, man. Like he sees that he says I'm coachable, I'm dedicated. So him and especially his wife, he takes out of her time to do stuff for us.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Ralph for man. They've always given me good work.
For real.
Appreciate that, man.
How old are you, coach? How old are you?
I'm
Sacrifice a
38.
lot, you know?
38.
So you fighter and yourself are the same age.
Yes, sir.
38.
Oh my God.
No, but that's cool because I'm 37 and I feel like, you know what? A lot of the older coaches, you know what I mean, they're already old. You can only do so much and move so much as you get older.
And it's
you know
a
what I
different-
mean? And now I feel like we're younger, but we're learning the game because, you know, you never know everything.
Oh, yeah. Facts.
Once you know, think you know everything boxing, you need to get out the
Yeah,
sport.
facts. I agree. I agree.
Makes sense, yeah.
I think we're coming hungry, and that's the thing. I see this man put it in the work, and I know the work I put in. You know what I mean? I never get out from doing hand passes.
Yeah.
I'm watching everything go on.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And it's round after round.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
Would you say you welcome any contender against your fight?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I have great confidence in him. You know, I have great confidence in him. So, you know, we ready. You know, we ready. He fights you. I mean, yes, he fights you. You don't go there to play around.
Yeah.
He's only going to bring the fight.
Yeah, definitely, man. I seen that, bro. Your fight was really, it was really exciting, bro. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I said, everybody's talking about that one cat, and then I see you, and I'm like, dude, this is not going. Everybody's talking, it's not going the way everybody's going for here. You know, and I seen you. You were like, come on. You were like, come on. And I was like,
I caught coach right there by the restroom. Once they finished fighting, I was like, man, congratulations, pulling that upset. You know what I mean? And then I recognized his little daughter, and I was like, man, well, my daughter boxes too, and you know, I see his daughter.
Your little daughter is not little. She boxes.
No,
she can take out half the champs out there right now.
Hey, but you know what? That's good that when I see he has his little girl works hard. So I was like, you know what? It's good when you have somebody to look up to. Like, I'm willing to take her to your gym just so your daughter can get the experience to feel how it feels. Because my daughter used to be that little one trying to start it at 14 years old.
He's been nice enough. To my daughter's 14, just turned 14. And I asked him. 14. When I have 5 kids. So when you have 5 kids, you forget.
Hey, no shame in that.
But Aliyah is such a great mentor. My daughter looks up to her. All the girls in our gym look up to her. And she goes down in there. She spars her kids and just takes it easy on them. You know, just throws her punches. It tells them that was a good hit. You got popped. Like, boom, I got you right there. And then if they don't believe it, she pops them every now and then, but softly.
That's how you grow, man.
But she and then so shout out to Adrian Pequeño. One day, he got all the kids in the gym. He goes, I need to learn how to be more elusive. All y'all come hit me. So he got like 4 or 5, potential fighters just throwing at him. He's blocking, he's moving. They're not catching him. So I was like, that to me, that the Pequeño blood like really was astounding to me. But Aliyah to me is I'm sorry guys, that's my favorite Pequeño next to Mike. That is my favorite.
Nah, but one thing Caleb can tell you right here, nobody works harder than her in the gym. When I tell you,
she be digging
I
deeper than
mean,
me.
she works. Her work ethic is.
She made me throw up. We were running sprints, and I was like,
we do 2-a-days. Every day we go from 9 to 12, and then we'll catch it at 7 to 10.
I think that's so important, man, because think about it, man. You got 2 skilled fighters, man. You got 2 very good fundamentally boxers, let's say. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, who works harder?
Yeah.
Who went that extra mile?
Stuff,
who went that extra mile? Yeah. That's what wins.
Yeah. Because when you get to that level, that's that level. You peak out, and then it becomes who works harder at the end.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm right just because of the hour. It's about to be 11. So I have another female athlete. That I want to support, and so I'm going to share a link right now. If you're watching the show, I need you to jump on and vote because she's a softball player. She's Alfonso Lopez's daughter, and she's winning to be one of the strongest softball players for this competition. And she went by like 100, but you never know. Someone could get at the last minute and start dumping their votes. So I'm sharing it now. If you're watching, take care of her. Log in, vote. Right now, Madeline Lopez from Lake Creek, we love you. Madeline Lopez, daughter of Alfonso Lopez. She's going up against Ava Brown, Morgan Dutton, Kennedy Powell. So right now the count is 541 against 383. So it's Lake Creek and against the Woodlands, and so but Madeline is Lake Creek, and like she's the only Latina on the card. So she's a great athlete, and we support you. We support So I just shared it on. You go to my Facebook. You're watching the comments. Click on it. Vote for her, and let's see what happens, man. We got about 8 minutes to help her win.
Let's do it.
So let's do it. Let's finish strong. But in any case, what do you guys think about like the videography and the photos? So we showed you some behind the scenes. We got so much film. And
a lot of footage.
It was I actually met my team in the back, and I assembled. So one guy, we used to do fashion photography for Forever 21, Chartreuse, for Shasta, and we worked together years ago. And I brought him because I trust him. He's a godly man. He actually his only job photography now is he does weddings and headshots for models.
Who's that?
Hector LeBron.
From New York.
From New York. Yeah. Makes the best pizza.
Nice.
Makes handmade, the best dough, the best everything. He does it. He does that.
All
And
right.
so what I will say is that I called him the week before and I said, hey bro, I just got told that we're gonna do this, that we can do this. And I knew we might do it, so I already had like this gear already assembled because I knew I was getting ready for the long game. I just needed the body, like Mike, what's his name, Mike Ford, the owner of Ford Company. He said I need a brain, I need hands. Too bad they're attached to a brain. That wasn't my situation. I needed his knowledge and his hands. I needed him to come and tell me like this is the right lens, this is the right camera. And I got some feedback like, oh, it could have been better, blah 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 blah. I'm like, whatever. I want to see you do it, like overnight.
Yeah.
We literally set this up in 4 days.
That was dope, man.
And mind you, there's limitations on bandwidth because unless you have like a booster in the events, all that kind of stuff, you're not gonna. Even if you got the best cameras, your feed might glitch, and so you have to wait till it compresses. So, anyways, outside of that, Hector LeBron, you did an amazing job. BU Tiffle on Instagram, you did an amazing job. Beth was a great, and
Beth did a great job.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I contacted so many people. Can you help support this cause? Because, mind you, if as Movida Fight Management, we have budgets. My company, I built this, we have budgets. That wasn't in the budget. So I said, look, hope for the best, but come through. And then I asked around, and people were like, oh, no, I don't need it. I don't want it. But now the pictures are out. Everybody's like, yo, let me get it. No, no, you're not. Because we know who had to ante up to cover their time and their efforts.
Absolutely.
And so, if anyone doesn't feel good about, like us saying, hey, we're not going to release it, like you as a fighter, we'll give you your footage. Any of the fighters, we'll do that. We just can't release. There's 3,000 pictures from 3 cameras, so there's 9,000 images. There's 7 hours of film, close up from the ring. Like if you when you go to sparring, you put your hands on the mat. I have drone footage coming. So I'm not gonna just share it because we see people steal the film, and they put their logo on it, and so and shout out to you, Soapbox. I love you.
Hey, when we're doing that, also give a shout out to Daniela because she been posting us like crazy.
Yeah, hey, Daniela, the Inarena.
And shout out to that.
Thank you, Rap Geeks.
What was it for
Oh yeah, Hosanna's amazing.
She caught the picture of the freaking night.
I see. Hey, I'm like, did you add all those sweat bubbles? Because I was like, oh my god, she is amazing. And so
great job.
Beck had to jump from like entrances to local. But shout out to the son of Juan Curiel, the president of the ABO. He picked up a camera. I had an extra camera to make you help me. He studies photography. A lot of the great shots that you will see came from him, and he did it cost free. He said, "No, I'm here for the event." Wow. So a lot of photographers, not that they're like, oh, I won't do it. Right? They probably would, but I believe even as a fighter, you don't put your trunks on and lace up for free. I don't wake up in the morning and put my pants on for free. So I believe that they deserved what they were working for, and so we figured out a way to take care of them.
Absolutely.
And so call me stingy, but I'm not sharing the footage other than with the actual people who were in the footage, or because we've seen it.
But
We
people,
did all the
take
work.
advantage of it.
They take advantage of us.
Yeah.
I'm seeing every minute of the fight being streamed as if it was not mine. Or ours, because Movida did it. Movida did it, and
we did that shit.
And we got other people just putting their watermark over ours and putting their faces in the film. And then I say,
no copyright nothing.
And then I say, hey guys, can I at least get a shout out? I mean, can I at least get a credit? And then I felt it was more offensive to put your stuff up there and hit 30 dots and make it go down and put me at the very bottom. So that was a shot fired, and I'm shooting one now. You suck. Don't come at me that way, because I will copyright your ass and sue you. Don't fuck with me. I don't like stuff like that, because I'm a transparent person. I'm
lawyers.
Yeah, I mean, we have one on staff all day, every day. But don't do that.
We got fighters.
But hey, so I want to go on the record and say, because I want all these young fighters to get their publicity, keep using it. But move that goddamn credit up to where it's due, next to your damn name, because I made that shit happen, not you. And or no, not I. The team made it happen, and they worked hard. They didn't eat lunch. They ran wires for 300 feet. They did everything they had to do. And Theater Promotions gave us a platform, and they worked really hard alongside of us. I saw everybody from the theater putting chairs out. I mean, everybody worked hard. So it's not fair to come in and then try to just share the feed as your own. That is called hijacking. That is called being a fake. So if you want to be a reputable company in the sport of boxing, you can't play boxing. You can't play this shit either. If we didn't put it out there, you can talk about it, you can hate about it, but it was there. And again, back to the subject at hand. We got Julio Sanchez. I went off on a tangent because I'm pissed. I've been pissed for a minute. But man, Julio Sanchez, so tell us, man, what's other than what's next? What are you feeling right now? You on the high of a win?
Yeah, I feel good, man. Really, really good. I feel like I accomplished a lot with this.
You silenced the doubters.
Huh?
You silenced a bunch of doubters.
No, I did.
So who's reaching out? Everybody loves you. Everybody loves you whenever you're winning.
Yeah. No, we love you here.
I wanted you
but there was a lot of doubters.
Caleb caught it from the very beginning. He was the first one who told me, "Watch, coach. Julio's gonna beat him." He told me right off the bat.
I'll spark this man. I know.
Yeah, that was a good fight, man. I just didn't agree with the judges, though. That split. I don't think it was a split, but maybe I don't know.
It wasn't.
From a coach's perspective, maybe I saw that, but I didn't think it was a split. But it is what it is. We won.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Y'all won.
And I honestly didn't think I didn't think they were gonna give it to y'all. I thought y'all would have got robbed.
Yeah,
I when they called your name, I was surprised. Yeah, I thought they would have robbed y'all.
Honestly, I didn't figure that because I thought it was so blatantly that you can't.
It's hard.
But you got to remember, we're off that shit. Like we're not trying to be those people that are doing that. Like that's not what we're doing this for. We're not doing this for politics. We're doing this for the fighters. You know what I'm saying? And fights turn out certain ways.
I want you to know. Hey, Salmex, Mark Malice, everybody on the team, no one came in there for a paycheck. They did it because they love our community. Salmex does it for the community. Mark Malice made songs for the community. He hasn't made it. He didn't charge a cent to make a song. Like this was all done for our people. We offer ourselves to you guys as well because we believe that if you're lucky and God graces you, you should help upon others. And so pay it forward. Pay it forward. We're not a big religious group, but we believe in the Almighty, and so that's why we always try to do forward. So they bless people with their talents. Mike, he works every day with the kids. He's never said I need this or that. He just does it, And and again, I heard a comment of like, and I want to address Mike right now. I've seen places where people get robbed of the decisions, but I'll tell you, at the Theater Promotions and the Texas Commission, that doesn't happen. I expected you to win after that fight, and you did. You did. The theater puts on a great show. It's not a one-sided show. It's never been a one-sided show. That's why I've chosen to align Movida with the theater, because any other promotion buys their judges, or I don't know if they buy them. I can't say that. I can't say that. But there's certain cities. Yeah, there's certain.
This is always gonna be fair.
There's certain cities I won't send a fighter to. You know, there's certain cities, if you go to certain corridors that connect to Tennessee, that are down south, whatever.
Yeah, we're not promoting that shit. Yeah,
like I don't like that, because you could win the fight and you still lose because it's already set up.
Yeah, because it's a politics. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But Movida tells every fighter, if you win, you win. Like okay. They tell the A side, hey man, you better bring it, because you know it is what it is. We're not putting them in bullcrap fights.
But this is Movida. Movida. The reason why we're pushing so strong and what we're doing is for the simple fact is that we don't like the spectacle of the politics in boxing. You understand that? This guy's the favorite, so you're fighting him at home. If you don't knock him out, he's gonna win. Nah, fuck all that. We're trying to look at it like the UFC of boxing. Like,
yes.
Warriors are getting in that fucking ring. We're fighting, they show up. Either you show up right, or guess what? Better luck next time. That's what we're going by. We're not going by favoritism. We don't do that shit, okay? The way I see it, nobody likes me. Nobody likes anybody I like, because everybody likes different people. They have their own views, and that's the fucking world. So you know what? We're doing the same thing with this fighting shit. And if you're a warrior, you go in there, you give your best. And let me tell you, there's 2 warriors in there. Ain't no fakers. You're going in there, they throw your guns out. You're laying it all on the line, and
may the best
man motherfucker win. That's where we're going, and that's how we're trying to code it. Okay, we're not trying to do all this political bullshit. Like, fighters go in, one comes out the winner, the victor, and that's it.
So tell us, Ralph, around what you got coming up. Like, who's your next man up?
Well, amateurs and pros, but pros right now, both of my fighters, they fought. One of them actually, Mike Land, shout out to Mike Land, man. He went to California, and unfortunately I couldn't go because it was June 11th. We had to fight June 12th. So, Creed, some other guy went with him, and he pulled the draw, man. We won, man, but he dropped the dude in the last round.
Because you see what I'm talking about. It's the politics.
Absolutely,
That's
man.
why I asked you that question.
Yeah. So the dude dropped him last round, and we got a draw. But hey, I couldn't complain, man. I'd rather have a draw than a loss.
Yeah.
So,
they're basically saying, we know you won, but you in our house, so we're gonna give you a draw. You know?
The dude was 3-0, 4-0, whatever. You know what I mean? We knew. Julio said it like, yo, you can beat him. You just gotta come ready, and he went ready. So so that was dope. And then obviously Julio's a man. That was dope. So after them, I got 2 amateurs right now. I got mostly more amateurs than the pros, but I got Shane and Omar fighting July 3rd in Bryan Station.
Oh, okay. July 3rd, man. Maybe we can come and make a trip and do a small podcast out there.
Yeah, that'd be dope, man. Yeah, Bryan. Oh, man, I'll tell you that, man. This show, man, this guy is badass, man. He does a show like pros. I'm talking about small.
Set it up. Set us up. Like
for real. I'm
gonna take the crew. I mean, we might even take all 8. Show them the bids.
He hit us up. He hit up Shane because he likes how Shane performs, and so we're gonna face.
Because everybody loves the pros, but like amateurs, man, I love them more.
Yeah, they put up good shows as well.
They're more fun.
Also, man, they need love because it's easy to fight when you're getting a purse or when you're getting the clout.
Absolutely.
But it's so hard to fight. Like, hey, tell me, when you were an amateur, do you remember that? Do you ever feel alone? Did you ever want to quit? Because I'm telling you right now, there's a 13-year-old boy right now, or a girl. It's like, man, I feel alone. All I do is train. I can't go out with my friends because I gotta eat. I gotta watch what I eat. I gotta run in the morning. I can't stay out with my high school friends on senior year. I gotta run in the morning. I gotta be up 4 in the morning running. Then I go 2 days with coach. I can't drink tonight. You know, there's a kid out there that's probably like, I love boxing, but I hate my life, and they feel alone. What would you tell them to keep going?
I just keep going. Don't stop. I mean, when I was that age, I love boxing. I always loved boxing, and I felt like my real friends were the people in my gym, They were the ones
that's deep.
Yeah, I didn't hang around with the people in my neighborhood or the people from school. It was always, my friends were the people at the gym that had the same goals as me, who wanted to get it.
You know what's crazy? Mike and Adrian got a saying. I don't know how it goes because I don't say it, but I like it. It's sort of like
Mike saying.
They say we fight together, we sweat together, we win together. The whole crew does abs and core. So one day my wife's in the gym. Shout out to Nicole. She was mad. She was like, why did you make me do that? But I said, Adrian just got into the gym, been at work for 13 hours. And he does whatever drill that is y'all do. Y'all like jump on the tire for like 5 rounds and then you go from that to like planks and to core and to switches and he's like, and then she looks at the clock. He goes, oh, you want to worry about the clock? Well, the clock don't exist no more. Keep going. Don't stop at the bell. And she was like, screw you. I was like, no, you said you were going to subject your body to this workout. That girl got home was like, I lost 5 pounds in 1 hour.
No lie, that's no lie, man.
Yeah, I was like, wow. And so that's why, I think there's a lot of inspirational fighters. And I also think that's why there's there's so much following behind some folks because, I mean, you wouldn't see some of these guys get so many people to follow.
Just you, dog.
Caleb say you gotta go.
Yeah, man, I gotta go.
Well, you do? All right, so where you going to?
Yeah, where you
Go
go?
home.
He's like, I want to go to sleep. Yeah.
All right, man.
Might not be at the gym
So,
all day.
any last words? I mean, you gonna beat up Gallo? I mean, what are you? What eats roosters? Is it like a fox? Are you the fox? I mean, what are you?
I'm me, man. I am what they say I am,
But you're calling it. If he can take it, you'll dish it out.
Yeah, for sure. But I want to give a huge shout out to Team Sanchez. Shout out to Team Sanchez, Team No Plex, round for round. Shout out to JimmysWorld, Salmex.
Movida, dog. Where you work out?
Oh, shout out to Movida.
Coach Gabe,
Coach Gabe, yeah. Shout out Coach Gabe, Coach Chris. Shout out Elia.
Yeah.
Mike right next to you.
How about Sydney? She runs next to you every day.
I get that every day.
I'm tired.
Yes, every day. He's like,
Man, I'm gonna turn the camera off you. You're disappointed me. You're not marketable right now. I'm tired.
All right,
Forget
guys.
Mike. Yeah.
All right, bro.
Hey man, well hey, thanks for hanging out with us. So just over here watching the episode goes as long as it can go.
Yeah.
Y'all talk to say I'm good and I kill it, and then we compress it, we take everything out, and then we put it on Spotify.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a mutual respect being shown right now. We got Mike giving us. We got Caleb giving some love to.
Hit him one time. Hit him one time.
Simon's instigating,
So Julio.
So, hey, Mike, if you scoot over to this chair, you'll be caught in my camera. I'll have to keep switching because I want to see Sam X in that plaid shirt. He looks like Al Borland from the Tool Time.
Hey, Julio, so who do you want to fight, bro, next? Like, is there somebody
Other than the guy, because obviously he's going to fight you.
There's no shit talking about there.
Ain't nobody that I got specific, but I just want to keep on fighting.
So the Coen brothers reached out and they said they got to fight on ESPN and they paid a little money. I might even call them on the show if you want. Be like, hey man, I got this guy.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Now we'll
do it offline. All right.
Yeah, we'll go ahead.
I will. Yeah.
We'll stay with the team and
Yeah. I'll give you the box regs. You can look at it because at the end of the day, it's a fight.
Right.
Because what people don't understand is that they say, oh yeah, take the fight, but man, it takes one punch.
No, it's not. Yeah, you definitely gotta be prepared, man.
But also, you know what sucks about Vegas? You could be a better fighter, but if they don't believe you are, they won't let you get the fight.
Really?
Like. So the reason there's a lot of built-up fighters, you know what I'm talking about? Like
politics.
Take them here, go fight this taco seller. And get a number.
Right.
And so it's because when you try to go to Vegas with it, it's they're like, well, he doesn't have enough fights. But if you're a real contender, nobody wants to fight you.
Oh yeah.
I ran into it with Shane Evans. Nobody wanted to fight him. One day I went through 7 opponents. I bought 3 flights, and I finally said, I'm not buying no more tickets until I'll tell you what, add it to their purse. They gotta fight themselves here. Fuck drive. because and then we found Steve Lyons. And shouts out to you, man. You did an amazing job. I think you did a dominating deal in the 4th round. Call out to the show. I mean, you called me out and you said, to sign the contract over to fight you. I'll fight you, lose 100 pounds because that's the difference between us. I'm 160, you're like 300.
No, he gotta lose more than that. We gotta balance it out.
Yeah. Or let me
Tennis
express.
beyond the
I know.
balance.
But no, that ain't me, man. Anybody can fight the radio guy. I need you. I would like to put you in a position to fight Mac Truck. That is something that's been talked about. I've been talking to the team, the Greg Cohen team.
Mm-hmm.
If you
find somebody
I'll reach
who
out to
fights.
you. I will reach out to you via Facebook because that's where you were talking crap to me on.
Yeah,
If you
don't
want
be
to
a
fight,
sucker.
let's do it, man. Like I want to put some money in your pocket. I want to take you out there. None but love. I love boxers. I love the sport, and but I get a kick out of like people calling me out. I'm like, everybody want to fight me. I feel like I felt like Charmaine the guy whenever not little Wayne, Big Wayne. What is that? He came in and talking. Baby wanted me to put respect on my name.
No. But here's the deal.
And he said, "Why you want to fight the radio guy?"
Yeah.
I'm just
That's
talking
what
to
I'm
you,
saying.
bro.
They want to fight the radio guy. No.
I'm like,
if you think you're that nasty, get in the ring with a real fighter because you're a real fighter.
We could do something.
Take it out there.
I'm a U.S. Marine. right? We could do Marine War. Like we could do paintball or something. Like,
Yeah.
or if you want to go deeper, we could do rubber bullets, whatever. But I know what I got. It ain't that. I don't got the hands like that.
He's being real about this shit. This
Yeah,
is what we
but
do,
hey, man, hey, nothing
and that's
but love.
what you do.
Steve Lyons, you
Oh.
took the fight at the last possible second. He didn't have a whole camp. So I want to tell you, man, like, all my respect, like, that was my fighter, and I respect you because you took the fight at, like, the couple days before. You drove yourself here. So you weren't flown, you drove yourself here because I said, I'm not planning no more flights. I got like 10 flights I have to call and try to get a refund on because they didn't buy insurance on them. And so you lose the money. But you drove yourself in, you came in here, you smiled at the weigh-ins, and I was like, I don't know if that means he's scared or he's confident. So you mind fucked me. But then you went in there, man, and you stood tall. And all my respect, I know your fans felt a certain way about the decision. All I can say is that everyone I asked says it was a good decision to call it a draw. There's a young fighter. He's 22 years old, Mac Truck, Decarius Scott. They asked me if your fighter is not, can't take the fight. Do you want it to give it to him? I'm more than willing to like break bread with you, man. Like, you want to take the fight? I can see you in Atlanta, July 16th. You want to fight a fighter? Fight that guy. And then after the fight, we have a drinking contest, and I'll drink it at the table. But that's my kind of war, man. I ain't a fighter. For those that don't know, I'm sliced up from the left to the right of my stomach. I have intestinal issues, so I started Jimmy's World. I started making music, and I started this because I was trying to leave a memory and a legacy. And I'm looking at you, Steve Lyons, like, listen to this. I'm trying to leave a legacy in case I'm not around tomorrow. So that's why if people see me now being around, I've been under the radar for 10 years. Everybody that knew me growing up is right with me now. Everybody on movie that you see, we grew up together. Everybody, every artist, every producer, everybody. That was my squad.
I'm gonna say this. And for that punk ass shit, you want to talk to a radio personality? Why don't you get in there and talk the same shit to a fighter? You get it? We got a lot.
But
we got a lot. No. Let's keep it real, Jimmy. Let's keep it real.
That's cool.
You got somebody trying to intimidate when we got fighters on standby.
I'm not intimidated, though. Like, I don't get intimidated. Like,
no, but that's some bullshit. That's some bitch ass shit, right or wrong?
Nah, it's all good, bro.
Okay,
everybody knows me. Hey, y'all know how I roll. Like, I'll make shit happen. Like,
those are my thoughts.
I thank you. Hey, Mark Malice, that's why you're on the show.
Those
You've always been
thoughts.
a real one. So, but I will say this. I love people who hate me.
Yeah.
Because that's the right thing to do. But I think that there's another fight in your future. If you want it, just hit me up. Just run it.
There you go.
But I will also say that I'm willing to look past some of the shit you said. But nah, it's cool, man. You said what you said. I mean, you were born big as fuck. You were 6'7". I'm 5'7". You 1 foot taller. You know what I'm saying? You're probably 2 foot wider. But I got everything to win. Like, I mean, if you think fighting me is your next move, you got small goals, brother.
Yeah,
You know,
but laughing stuff.
but I mean, I don't know. Maybe let's fight in my world. Let's fucking fight credit score. Let's fight big bank, little bank. Let's fight potential over whatever. But anyways, not trying to be a demeaning motherfucker, but you was talking some mad shit. But I understand why. You felt you won the fight. I respect that. You're a warrior. You gave your heart and soul into the fight, and you didn't get the outcome you wanted. And so what I'm saying is, I was asked by the Cohen family if you would fight Mac Truck. I don't know you personally, so I'm asking you here. If you're watching or one of your fans watching, do you want to fight? Call me up. I'm not gonna take no money off of it. No, I'm lying. You want to fight? I'm gonna take 30%. You're gonna take 70%. So that's me winning my battle. That's what I do. But anyways, man, hit me up. I'll fly you there. We'll get it done. I appreciate you though. My hats off to you. I thank you for taking the fight at late notice. Because Julio, talk to me about this. Talk to me, guys. How hard is it to take a fight at the last second?
It's tough, man. Especially you don't get that much. Like you said, you can't do that much homework.
That's why I feel like a draw was a tough hit for him to take because he didn't have a long time and we got the fight a week before, and not because we planned it that way. We had the fighter, fall off twice, and then we had 3 fighters in one day say yes, and they all fell off after I bought a plane ticket. Mm-hmm. So I was mad. I was like, man, hey matchmaker, you better give me someone that'll fucking come. Yeah. So then she says, well, I'm gonna get someone because but they got way more experience. I said, we're not ducking anybody. I don't care who you bring. I bring Andy Torres. Andrew Ruiz. I bring Andrew Ruiz. I was thinking about who's the ABO champion? Torres. Juan Torres.
Juan Torres.
Yeah. So we have history with him. Like we wanted to fight him. We wanted $10,000, and so I was like, okay, cool. We get $10,000 to the winner. That's how much I believe in my guy.
Damn.
But he still didn't take it. Mm. And so, but respect to you. You're a smart businessman. No point in taking the fight. You're gonna lose. Right. But tonight, he probably feels confident. He probably would take the fight. But in any case, man, I'm the radio guy. If you ask to fight me, I'm gonna shit on you on my radio show. This is my radio show. So
you gonna pass it to me, I'm gonna pass it back. I'm gonna shit on you too.
You an asshole. But in any case, I'm still willing to put bread in your pocket, man. I'm still willing to put bread in your pocket, man. I think you're a good fighter. I think you're a cool dude. Like you smarter than shit. You got mocos off my dude on the 4th round. I seen that. And I was like, hey, that's what's up. Like, hey, we do not duck anyone. So if anybody wants a piece of one of my guys, hey, let's run it. Because that's an agreement we have with my guys. Like, I don't duck any challenge. I expect you not to either. And so I'm proud that I have Julio Sanchez on the table because he took a fight he was supposed to lose, and he shook the world that night.
Sure did, man.
How high did you jump when you did that?
I was just excited, man. I was so excited I picked his ass up,
You knew you won though before
Yeah, I knew, but when they said the first scorecard, man, I didn't tell Julio. I was like,
that must have been a relative. Cause I heard it too. I was like 59 to
59, 55, 59.
I was like, what the fuck was he watching,
And then when they said, in the second one, they said 59, 55 for us. I was like, oh, it's a split. They're going to go his way. You know what I mean? I was like, dang, they're going to rob us. Mm-hmm. And then when they said representando, I was like,
oh, Dios mío. I was like, why not go stand proud? So I screamed, why not go stand proud? And I said it again. I was like, oh, they are standing up. Because for a history lesson, man, Salvadorans were like Mayan people, were like they're indigenous Indians. And when Christopher Columbus came and found El Salvador, there was these tall, red-headed Spaniards. Mm. And so that's why I'm light complected with green eyes, because I'm the descendant of Christopher Columbus' first boat. I did my ancestry. And so I'm like 5'9". But if I would be not 5'9", I'd probably be darker, because literally with genetics, you would be closer to the indigenous side than the Spaniard side. And so I was like, wow, like we had so many like guys standing tall that are short.
Yeah.
But that was because of your hard work, your fight, and your effort. So thank you to you. We salute you. You're a citizen in the Jimmy's world, man.
What did your kids
Jimmy's
say?
World.
What did your kids say when you won, man?
Oh man,
We love you, Daddy.
they were happy. They was happy crying.
Yeah, bro. What they tell you?
I can only imagine because I got
What they tell
one
you?
little girl, bro, and
What did they tell you though?
That they were really proud of me. That they know that the hard work and sacrifice that I put in the gym, they know it. And
I can't wait to see you fight again.
Now it's time to get some
That
paychecks,
rematch,
man.
Hey.
It's time to get some paychecks. You know what I'm saying? That
I
rematch
can't
is gonna be
wait.
beautiful.
Yeah,
What you
I
gotta
really
tell
can't
you?
wait.
Hey, so you don't have. I mean, I wouldn't just give it away. I need some money for that.
Time to get some money.
Of course. Why you think I don't want to take that fight you offered?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we going for big money.
It's
Yeah.
time to get some money.
What your daughter tell you, man, when y'all won the fight? What did your daughter say?
My daughter?
Yeah.
Oh, she was very proud. She was very proud of
Mhm.
Ulu. She's there, you know, season trained. She knew what's up.
So,
She's a very mature boxer.
Mhm.
Yeah, she has an aptitude.
Wow.
She knows what's good.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
You know what's
Family
crazy? I
ties,
see my daughter
family
go in there,
ties.
and I always think like, oh, you only been in like for 5 months, like I don't know, 5 months, 6 months, I don't know. And then he tells me, bro, Aliyah told me she has pop. And that's why I asked y'all, what does pop mean? Because I don't want to get stuck, you know. But at the same time, they tell me she's smooth, she's natural. But I know who her dad was, you know. The motherfucker used to have pop too. Now he's Pop Tarts. Yeah.
so what are you trying to do, man? What are you trying to do in the end here? Fighting. What are you trying to do?
I just want to swim.
Yeah, I'm just trying to fuck somebody
No,
up.
that's a good question.
Fuck
man.
somebody up.
What are you trying to do?
talking about for this next rematch.
What's your life?
Man,
Whatever.
I just want to finish out this year, you know. See, I don't know if I'm gonna keep going next year. I don't know because it's like
So people that don't know, there's a lot of stuff that goes in with fighters over 35. You have to have brain scans.
Yeah.
Just to even be qualified medically to fight, you have to spend a lot of money.
money. Yeah,
Shit, really?
Yeah, like
dude,
physicals
like-
for a young kid are like $30. Physicals for a man like him are like $400-500. Yeah.
Well,
Damn,
all
I know
all
because I
I'm
pay him.
saying
You know,
is, yo,
I'm in the business.
we all saw the performance he did, man. I'm telling
No,
you,
you
this
got
guy-
fighting. You could be
This
a
guy,
44-year-old fighter.
no, I can keep going.
This
Yeah,
guy's-
don't get me wrong. I still feel like I got that juice.
yeah.
It's just like the getting the license here in Texas.
It's hard.
But for me, it's
Vegas is even harder. You can't
It's
go back
hard,
to
huh?
Vegas.
It's hard.
They're not gonna. They
Yeah.
don't want to take it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's super hard. You have to like know people.
How long does it last? I mean,
another year.
1 year. That's why he said I'm gonna wait till next year because he doesn't know if they'll allow him to fight in a year.
Now they'll let me. I just gotta pass the EKG test and the EEG test,
Oh.
which I passed it
In
this
the
year.
brain scan.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
alongside
it's just-
all the training, you still have to go do tests and everything.
that's
Wow.
what's kind of hard. Is
That's what people don't
work
realize.
and then after work, do your boxing. See,
Yeah.
sometimes I would get off of work and go straight to Memorial Park right after work and go run.
Wow.
How much you run?
I love running now. I usually run 6 miles, 7.
Mm.
But when
Dude, you're like a double Marine. You know, Marines only have to run 3 miles a day.
I did more than that.
Yeah.
Shit, he be running.
Unless you're training for like to go to deploy, then you're doing like 30 miles of humping of mountains. But for the regular, it's 3 miles a day. 3 to 5. Yeah, 20 pull-ups and then some quarter. You know, that's it. But they 18 to 24. And at your age, you can run a mile and a half. Like you're okay. So hats off to you, man. Salute, dog. Like 7 miles, just 7 miles.
That's work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's fucking
I'm not a boxer. I'm gonna run my mouth for 7 miles, and then I'm gonna run like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Nah, fuck that. I'm lying. Like 30 seconds.
man.
That's Coach Mike. He caught this from me one day. A minute into it, I'm like, put your hand up. That's as high as it goes, bro.
That's it, man.
No, man, it's got to be tough for you guys, though, man. That's, you know,
Man, I'm super proud that the display you showed. I couldn't tell you were 37. I could have swore you were 25. Like you had spunk. You got grit. You had that chutzpah. You know that I don't know what the fuck it's called, but you had it.
Yeah, no, he still got that. He says he still got that juice. You know what I mean?
I think you're an inspiring coach, though. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like I want to go fight. When you talk, I'm like, hey, get in my corner. Just talk in my ear. I want to, like, so line him up. I lay him down. And you're like, wait. You have to ask him what you're doing. But I'm like, dude, I'm ready. But no, you're a motivating guy. And anyone that lives in the 290 Hempstead area, go to Round for Round, man. This is a real coach. Tell them where they can find you.
Oh, yes, sir, man. They could follow us at Round for Round Boxing Instagram, and then Round for Round Boxing on Facebook.
First name, last name, so you can find you on Facebook?
Yes, sir. No, I don't have personally, just Round for Round. Round for Round Boxing.
Round for Round.
Oh, Coach Ron.
Perfect,
I'm lying. I take that back. Coach Ron.
Coach Ron, man.
Coach Ron 718. Coach Ron 718.
Coach Ron 718.
And that's Instagram you're talking about, right?
Yes, sir. Instagram. Coach Ron 718.
So is there anything for Facebook or?
Nah, not for my personal stuff, you know. But Round for Round Boxing.
You know what? That says a lot. He doesn't care about his personal status. He's worried about his boxing.
Facts.
And so man, you're an inspiring individual. I don't say it a lot. I've been told I might even be narcissistic because I'm like, I believe in myself so much that I don't listen to a lot of people because I feel like, well, I'm better than you at some things, you know.
Right.
I just don't. But when I listen to you talk, I'm inspired by you. I bow my head. I'm like, man, I'd love to, I don't know, tell you like, hey, dude, I got like 1 month that I can give you, you know, and like, fuck me up. And I'll be a better person. I guarantee you I'll be a better person after that month.
For sure.
But I can't give you more than that because I'll quit. Like, I don't got it in me, man. I have to go back to work.
Right. Nah, man, when Julio came to me, man, you know, it was, I think we improved, not just me, man, a lot of, you know, the sparring partners in the gym, everybody, you know what I mean? But
so how did it come to you? Like, tell me about that.
Like I said, in the gym, in the garage. Matter of fact, I started Round for Round in the garage, by the way.
really?
Yeah, grassroots, I love it.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, exactly, man. That's really the nitty gritty, man. I started in the garage, and you know, I started with like. Matter of fact, man.
I love the story. Keep going. This is what I want to get to.
I was just gonna stop boxing. You know what I mean? And just dedicate myself to my wife in case, because I had in Florida, whatever. I had another gym over there with another guy, and so whatever. When I came to Houston, I was like, I was helping another gym, but I was like, I think that's it. I'm done. You know, so I left the gym and I was like, I'm done. And then one of the fighters hit me up, and he was like, hey man, you think you could train me? And I was like, nah, I'm done. You know, I'm done. And he was like, all right. And then he kept insisting, man, like 2-3 weeks, he kept insisting, like, yo, please, man, can you train me? And I was like, I don't know where. You know, I don't want to go to no gym, whatever. Long story short, man, I was like, all right, whatever, man. I'm old. This story, I'll do it in my garage. And that's where it started, man. And then I started with him, and then all of a sudden, another person. All of a sudden, I had like 14, 15 people in the gym, in the garage. Yeah. And then, matter of fact, somebody ratted me out, like, told the HOA or whatever. So
I hate HOAs.
Yeah, because too many cars were parked or whatever. And so, you know, so I was telling my wife, like, man,
I get that every week when y'all come to the show.
I bet, man. And they were
This
like,
is why people don't like me. They think I'm a narco or
something. Right.
I'll tell you the story after that.
This is true. This is true.
And so whatever, man. So I got a spot, man, and that's it, man. And it was hard, man. I'm telling you right now, man. It was extremely hard because.
But people don't see that. Every
don't.
fighter comes to you and says, if you want to coach me, I'm gonna need a meal plan and some free food. Right. And you're like, you know, man, why don't you eat these balls? Like it's hard. Like to get a gym going,
Absolutely.
to get all the gear, you're dumping money out of your own table. You're giving like everything you got.
Absolutely.
Because you love the sport, you love the people. And then when someone, you know, so I'm happy and I'm proud that you work so hard but maybe you can attest to that it's so tough when you get Hollywood fighters that come say, well, I'm 1-7 and you know, I've been there. So I got 8 fights. And you're like, yeah, you're a loser.
Do you get that?
Yeah, and I don't, but sometimes, man, unfortunately, you know, there's great fighters, man, that they're 1-7. You know what I mean? It's just unfortunate.
You gotta work on them. Yeah.
They would just move wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's sad.
But when you say move wrong, maybe they were put up against the wrong guy at the wrong time.
Absolutely.
They were thrown they were crash dummies.
Correct. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? And And yeah, so and they could be a great fighter. They could be a great fighter with great potential, but they'll get burned.
At that time when something like that happened, do you feel like you need a new trainer? You need a new
Absolutely. That's why you gotta switch cameras.
Because at that time, if you get beat that bad, how can you really trust who you're training with? You know what I'm saying? Maybe they do some
But
down.
what I will say is like for boxers, man, when you hear a guy start in his garage and he has his own gym now, and he has the ABO champion. Trust that because you know what? You don't have to tell me, but I know that there was a point because I lived it. I used to bounce my groceries on Thursday so I could pay for them on Friday when my check hit because I threw too much money at my love for the sport or my love for something else.
Absolutely.
And 8 years into my company, I don't have that problem no more. But it never ceases to remind me when someone texts me and says like, "Oh well, if you wanted to do this with me," I'm like, I don't want to do shit with you.
Right.
I was hungry one day. I didn't have nothing one day. I had to explain to my wife where my paycheck went and why we didn't have groceries because I loved it. And so that's when I say, you're fighting in the ring, but I'm fighting in the streets to get you in the ring. So my hat's off to you. Like when you said I started in the garage, it reminded me of me like with one nail gun trying to build a house, and I had one helper, and everybody else got like 10 people at the house. And they're like, "What the hell y'all gonna do?" And then I called my dad. Hey, shouts out to my dad, Santo Rubio. It's your birthday today. I love you. Happy birthday, Papi.
Happy birthday,
Santo Rubio. I love you. My dad, Salvadoran. You took 5,000 steps in what the racists call the wrong direction. So I can take one step in the right direction. I love you, and I'm here for you, and you're the reason I'm here, and thank you for everything. Felicidades, lo quiero mucho, feliz cumpleaños. Yeah, hey, let's clap for my dad, man. I love you, Bobby. I love you. Hey, Jimmy's World wouldn't be here without you. I would have been killed in El Salvador by now. Like, I mean, it was a different life over there. So thank you for bringing us to this country, and I love you. I'm a Iraq and Afghanistan war veteran because you brought us here, and I'm so proud of the land of opportunity that I fought for it, and because I wanted to prove that we weren't just here to move. We deserve to be here. There's a lot of people who deserve to be here. Julio Sanchez is a testament. He sat there and he fought, and he proves that we're not rapists, we're not killers. So Donald Trump, fuck you for that. But but I like you as a businessman. But fuck you for everything else you said. And I don't grab girls by the pussy. Hey, Jimmy's World, man. We say what the fuck we want, and nothing's out the record.
Hey, raw and uncut, man.
No. That's how we want it. But man,
that's how we give it to them.
Man, I love running so much. I'm like, man, I need to get them every week on the show. Like
hey, that's one thing they don't know.
I appreciate that. It's funny you say that, man, because I go a lot by energy, and everybody's in my gym, man. If you bring me good vibes around me, and I'm gonna be real, man. Like if you don't give me good vibes, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna clap your hand and know that, but
you know what? He a New York nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like he a New York dude. I'm a little dude, so I felt his energy right away. So we clicked hard. Me and him are like going crazy like automatic. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is looking at us like, okay, that's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, him like but you don't know and we get it. We hype. I love that your coach is hype like that because you need to be the hype. You know what I'm saying? When you're in the ring and doing your fucking thing, you gotta be that hype. You gotta be that like, you ready to go?
No, you better believe.
You know what I'm saying?
I the dog out of them, man.
Yeah, man.
You already has it though.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
What do you plan on leaving? Like, what do you plan on? What's your
man? Right now, man, I haven't got over this. I'm still, it's like my first champion. You know what I mean? Like you said, we started in the garage. It's a huge accomplishment for me. It could be. For anybody else, it'd be like, whatever. But for me, it's like
we have a real great relationship with Juan Curiel. Like Juan Curiel is a mentor, man. Like I said in the video, the behind the scenes, I said, man, I think the vice president of Theater Promotions, Alfonso Lopez, I thank him for introducing me to these people because anyway, I was at the show, you saw that you couldn't tell that I got involved in boxing a year ago.
Right.
You couldn't tell that. But my partner, Gabe Bernal, been around for like probably 13 to 16 years. I don't remember how long. Then he opened up his own gym after whoever the guy, Randy Horn, when he deceased, he came in and bought the gym after the deceased happened. So, he came in, he took over, and he called, he talked to me, and I was like, well, I want to do more of a Hispanic movement. Maybe not. I don't want to brand as a Hispanic.
Right.
No, you know what?
Latinos,
No. I'm gonna tell you one thing I truly believe. I think in Houston,
Okay, so I got
especially-
the VP calling. Go ahead, go say something. Go talk to your thing.
Okay.
Hey, Felix, so you're live on the mic. We got Ronnie. Oh, sorry, Ronnie. Can I go?
Ronnie, yeah, Ronnie.
Read my friend.
Ronnie.
And I got Julio Sanchez here. So I'm putting you on mic 1. That's my mic, and I'm gonna shut the hell up and let's see what you gotta say. VP of El Tigre Promotions. It wouldn't be brought to us if it wasn't for you. So El Tigre Promotions brings the fight. Let's talk.
Oh man, big thanks to you, Jimmy, and Jimmy's World, and your whole wrecking crew, Movida Entertainment. Everybody who put the show together, and particularly more important to the fighters, are the guys who make this happen more than anybody. Yes, we set everything up, but either day without them, this doesn't exist. And big congratulations to the champ, the ABO and Texas title lightweight champion Julio Sanchez, the Salvadorian Cinderella Man.
Oh, I love it, Cinderella Man. And so
that.
that was, from what I hear,
Wow.
the biggest upset of the night. There was 77,000 people that were upset based on followers.
Sure. I mean, it was an amazing fight. Like I said, he's the Cinderella Man. Reminds me a lot of I'm a historian when it comes back to James Braddock was a champion in the 1920s and a big time prospect. And in the 30s, the Great Depression hit, which everybody knows about, and brought America down to its knees. And he was down and out, missing teeth, all the above, and lost a couple fights. Didn't have anything pretty much to live for. Was barely getting by, and won a couple of fights. And next thing you know, he gets shot at the World Heavyweight Championships, and the odds were totally against him. And in 1935 or 36, I believe, June of 1935 or 36, he ended up fighting Max Baer, who was the heavyweight champion of the world. And in a huge upset, he pissed off more than 70,000 people, that's for sure.
Wow.
Overcame the odds, and like I said, at that time he had a half and half record and was on a losing streak, and everyone had counted him out. The great Max Baer was the heavyweight champion of the world, much bigger, much stronger. And just because he had that hunger, that drive, he was able to overcome and become the world champion. So this is the land of America where anything's possible.
Absolutely.
For sure.
And if you believe, you will achieve.
Definitely.
That's incredible. That's an incredible story right there.
So Ronnie and Julio, talk to the Presidente about that rematch that was immediately asked for. Where's that rematch going to be hosted at?
Oh.
Well, we don't know. We're still right now searching for a venue, guys, and we'd like to have something real soon, possibly around September time frame. We already have November locked in, that's for sure. We have a date there already. I know as soon as I give it out there, people are going to start blowing up my phone, so I'm not going to do that yet. You guys can find out. We'll talk behind the scenes, and we'll start looking for another date. Definitely, I know the other camp would like to entertain a rematch. I know you guys are going to have more than an ample amount of time to prepare. So this time, I know you guys have a lot to prove. You've got a lot to prove to know that this wasn't a fluke, and he's got a lot to prove in knowing that it was a mistake on his end. So we're going to find out who really is a champ at that point. So this is where it counts.
So Felix, something came up during the interview, and I just have to ask you on it. I'm sorry to put you on the spot. So we have a guy named Caleb Guzman who came on the show because he just happened to finish training. He comes up and he runs on my treadmills every time. And him and Julio spar together. Julio endorsed that after he beats him the second time, Caleb can finish him off. That were the words. I'm just quoting them. So if the next venue happens, would you entertain a fight in November with Caleb Guzman against Velasquez?
How many fights does Caleb have in the professional ranks?
You hear crickets? You hear crickets?
You know what?
I'll tell you how many professionals he's fought, though.
With all due respect to Caleb Guzman, you got to get your ass in the ring the professional rings and prove yourself first before you get an opportunity to fight any of those two guys.
Yeah. So
You
absolutely.
gotta earn your keep. It's not fair for him to just jump line and say, "Oh, I want to fight the champ Julio Sanchez," or "I want to fight."
No, he doesn't want to fight Julio Sanchez. They're big sparring partners. Yeah.
You gotta earn your keep. You gotta earn your keep. But hey, if he gets in there and starts trucking and producing the wins, definitely.
How many fights does he need to earn
He's got to
about?
get at least into a 6 rounder. So at that point, you need at least anywhere from 3 to 5.
Okay.
Fights out of the way. And you better look spectacular too in order to step up to the opposition. But at that point, Julio and Juanito could be fighting 8 and 10 round fights.
Yeah, who knows? Because it takes a while. It takes a while to get a guy up there.
Yeah, that puts another fights. So this is something that could definitely happen. I just don't foresee it happening in the near future within a year, but maybe within 2 years, that something can happen. And let's learn how to crawl before we walk, and much less run.
But from what I know, from what I've heard, people that have fought him that are pros, he doesn't only crawl or run. He boxes.
Brother, man, at the end of the day, these are 8-ounce gloves. There's no headgear involved, and there's people screaming at you when you feel that heat. It's a different ballgame. Man,
I love it when you talk a radio guy back into his senses because you always come direct and you know what you're talking about. So our hats off to you.
I'm not defending Julio or Juan. I'm defending boxing itself. If you want to be up there, you need to earn.
Absolutely. So we will make sure to let Caleb know that, and that. But we will tell him.
And we love to have him on our shows.
Absolutely. So but as his manager, we want to take him to one more nationals and then let him loose. But again, Ronnie, you stole the show that night. That was a huge upset. Julio.
Yeah, that was Julio, man. That was all Julio right there, man. That was Julio.
Definitely.
Yeah. Julio, what do you got to say, man? You talking to the VP of Tigre, man.
I want to thank you for the opportunity you gave me. It means a lot.
Oh, man, it was an honor to have you on there, man. I knew you were going to hell of a fight. The boxing world was talking. There's like, hey, that Julio, that's not an opponent, man.
The fucking beast.
And I said, you know what? That's exactly right. But
Monster.
We're a theater promotion that's where fights happen. That's our goal, where fights happen.
Yes,
we don't come with the bullshit.
Absolutely. There's no one-sided card at it, Tigre.
I see
No,
that.
you can earn your win here.
Yes, sir.
Even when you earn your win, the other person's going to get their ham sandwich even though you got your steak. They're going to get theirs too. So that's your walk through somebody.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't think. Coach, you were there. Was there one fight that was one-sided? They were all like.
Nah, it was good. It was a good match.
The matching up, it was a tough position because
it was a coin toss.
Yeah. Do we want to say her name? Shout out to match. Do you want to shoot out the matchmaker?
Oh yeah, Lynn Collins our matchmaker.
Yeah, Lynn Collins did an amazing job because all right. So this is what I saw. I saw the Disney stars and then the Disney villains. They did the A and the B side, and I was like, man, I don't know who's gonna win because the first fight of the night, huge upset. DeMonte's taken out by Zavala. Second fight of the night, B side as well, and I was like,
B side dropped Roger Ibarra in a very close fight.
Yeah, yes.
Roger got his hand pointed at him, but it was a scary moment for him. That's for damn sure. Like I said, he might have got the steak, but the other guy got his ham sandwich. So.
It was definitely. It was not. It's not one of them places you go and you start yawning. Like you go to a theater promotions, you're gonna watch fights and be like, "Holy crap!" Like this is because people that follow boxing more closely know that opponents should lose or are expected to, or have something to prove. Because the winner, is the main guy, or is the red side. He's the main fighter, not the opponent. But if you fight another state, you're probably not the house fighter. But there's no house fighter when you fight with El Tigre. El Tigre wants to bring the fight to the house. That's what they promised their fans, their supporters. It's like we're bringing fights to you because nobody stops in the middle of the street to watch me pick up a turtle. But if I'm fighting somebody, people won't hit their brakes and watch a fight. So, shouts out to Theater Promotions, Alfonso Lopez, and the VP. So if you can, I want to know the real fight of the night. Did we win the softball battle?
Let's just log in and see. Can you check it?
Oh, yeah. Let me. You're gonna go sign up a little bit. Let me
We're gonna have to put you on hold.
1 second. Hey, y'all talking about something. I'm about to look. Next. So it looks like at 11:47, 47 minutes after the battle happened, we had the results breakdown are Madeline Lopez, daughter of Alfonso Lopez from Lake Creek, beat out everybody in her competition 43% to 31% to 7% to 9% 1%. Thank you for recruiting Jimmy's World.
Jimmy's World.
Hey, what you guys provided was phenomenal for the walk-ins.
Thank you.
It was phenomenal. I can't get thank you guys enough. Excellent guys. I mean,
Marky Malice is our host. He sang the Bam Bam song, Sound Make, Sound La Calle, Sound La Calle, Big Chew.
Hey, we appreciate the opportunity, man.
And everything you guys do. There's nothing was B rated. Everything was A plus. Top notch.
Awesome. Thank you, man. We just appreciate it.
It really enlightened the show and just took us to another level.
Awesome. And like I said, I'm trying to say,
you guys, I can't thank you enough. Your podcast was great. You guys did a wonderful job. You guys produced. You did exactly what you were saying. Did something.
Hey, we appreciate the opportunity. Mark Malice wants to respond to you. I'll say it to you because I don't think you can hear the mics. Go ahead, Mark.
Hey, I'm just grateful when
he's great.
Appreciate the opportunity, man. We were given to be able to come out and perform and support our fighters and everything we're able to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that this production was such a success. I'm glad it was sold out. This was an awesome opportunity for all of us, and I can't wait for the next one. We're going to kill that one. This is what we do. This is Movida. This is our life. This is...
And Jimmy's World, because you're a Jimmy's World cast member.
There you go. Hey, Jimmy's World cast member. First show. You know what I'm saying?
So can I say your name or no? No? Okay. I'm not going to say Felix Ramirez. So on the show, I won't say that. But hey, to the hey, this guy is an exemplary Marine veteran. Just a man to emulate. And so for everyone that ever thinks that I think I'm cool, he's way cooler. I follow him. I do what he tells me. So if anyone's like, yo, Jimmy's World, man, I'm just glad to be a part of Felix's world. So I'm sorry if I'm saying your name, but man, I appreciate you. We got love with you, and we got love for you. So thank you for taking us under your wing. We're appreciative to Tigre. We'll always ride with you. And
looking forward to our next event.
Look forward to the next event. And Julio Sanchez and the team.
Absolutely.
Shout out to our GM, Chris Dollar. Also behind it all.
Chris did an amazing job with all of the technical stuff. I mean, he spent
Ed
Gonzalez, absolutely. As hard as you guys worked on the ring, you got to know there's some fighters that are making fights that are working that hard to make the fights happen. So I think it's a team, and I think it's a great time to. Is there anything you guys want to shoot out or say to anybody? Because I think it's a good time to end it.
Yes, it is. But now, man, just
what's up? Go ahead.
Go for it. No, just the fighters in general, man. They did an awesome job.
Yeah, let's hear from
everybody. Performed like the performers, your performers. Everybody did an awesome job that night.
So
it was phenomenal.
Awesome, and we're gonna end it with a commercial from one of our founding sponsors, I Build Texas.
And then when to go.
Hey, what's up? This your man Montel Jordan, and listen, if you need a house built, I Build Texas shows up and they show out every single time. Yo, my man Jimmy Rubio gets the job done. I know he's having a birthday on January 11th, so shout out to him for doing that. But I can see him building your next house, framing it up, singing, "This is how we do it," because they do fantastic work. Super proud of him. He's had big black trucks like I've got big black trucks. And together, we want to see you have the house of your dreams. So, yo, check it out. I Build Texas, Jimmy Rubio. Yo, keep doing what you do. God bless y'all. Take care and happy living.
Hey, we out with that. We love you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Steve Lyons, call me.
Yeah, check us out. Jimmy's World, baby. Jimmy's World. Yes, sir.
You know, I had that one in my pocket, huh?
Yeah, for sure, bro.